But hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of From Dusk Till Dark. We're so happy to have you here. This is going to be our first actual play here on the channel, so I'm extra excited y'all are here. Thank you for the hype train. And we have some...
Yeah.
We have some amazing guests with us here today. And of course, this campaign is based on Rime of the Frostmaiden from Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons. And we're happy to have you here. So first things first, let's go around the horn and introduce ourselves. Misha, you want to start us off?
Sure. Hi, I'm Misha. What am I even saying about myself? I'm a full-time Twitch streamer, budding TTRPG player, and I mostly play like Nintendo story-driven games over on my channel. Super cozy, super gay, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Misha Crossing, and I am Misha Crossing on all socials, and I'm just happy to be here. Hi.
Your captions call you Mr. Crossing.
Mr. Crossing.
No.
Okay, well, her, by the way, but my captions can say whatever.
Jude.
Hi, hello. My name's Jude. My pronouns are she, they. You can find me over at twitch.tv/mermaidqueenjude. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I'm very loud, gay, chaotic, slightly cozy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I have a cat that wants to take over the world. So do with that what you will.
I support that cat. Drac?
I am Draconics, or Drac for short. I use he, him pronouns. I'm just a TTRPG addict. I feel like play is a bit too of a soft term at this point. I played too much. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing today.
Thanks for joining us. And of course, we've got J-Rock.
Hi, I'm J-Rock, and I legitimately don't even remember where I got this wig from. Currently on my channel, I'm all about the 3 R's: randomizers, RPGs, and relaxation. Can often catch me playing games without the use of my hands, and go by he, him.
Oh, thank you. And I'm Vanna. I use my pronouns are she, her. And I'm really nervous. I'm so sorry. And I'll be your GM today. I have GM'd a number of times, but this is actually going to be my first time GMing Dungeons and Dragons, weirdly enough. I've been playing it since I was 14 or something like that, and I've been doing actual plays for the past 4 to 5 years. But this will actually be my first time GMing it properly, so I'm excited. Thanks again for joining us. The bot is up now, mods. I'm so sorry. There you go. !Rime in the chat at any point to learn more about what we're doing today and get links to all of our players who are also all fantastic broadcasters here on the platform, so you can check them out over at their respective channels. Drac is all over the place with tabletop RPGs, so best just to follow his Twitter, honestly. So to get caught up on that. But welcome. So many pals hanging. First things first, I just want to thank all the people that came forward and supported us when we kind of cobbled together this idea. First and foremost, Wormwood Tabletop Tables and Gaming Accessories sent every one of our players of accessory of their choice. So they sent me this beautiful black wood personalized dice tray. I think Jude and Jay have matching ones. It is so beautiful. The craftsmanship is amazing. They also stream on Twitch, so please go check out Wormwood here on the platform and also over on Twitter. Naughty, please calm down. Thank you so much. And we don't have our dice sets yet, but Dice Envy also agreed to help us out, so they're sending everybody dice sets special for the campaign, and we also will eventually have a referral code for all of you. So if you are looking to get your hands on some really awesome dice and want to support the product that we're making here, then I will have that code for you by next session, episode 2. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much to D&D Beyond. They gave us access to literally everything on their website. So thank you so much for your support and just giving us the tools and a lot of extras to just make this campaign the best we can. And of course, thank you to Roll20 also for hooking us up with an insider exclusive subscription to their website, as well as full access to their marketplace. Again, just so many resources, and we're just so grateful for all of that help. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If y'all know of any other companies you want to see us work with or collaborate with in any way. Dude!
Is that Orion?
Oh no, the cat.
No.
Causing the chaos.
Orion, we're on front page, I think.
Off to a great start. I love this.
Oh my god. That was beautiful. I just automatically assumed it was J-Rock.
So did I.
And then I was like, why does J-Rock have that sound effect?
Always guilty.
But yeah, if you have any other companies that you would love to see collaborate with what we're working on here, let us know on Twitter or in the stream or wherever you want. I don't care. The other thing is that you can subscribe to my Patreon at the tabletop tier, and you can get a lot of behind the scenes information about this game, including GM diaries that I'm now recording and putting up on Patreon exclusively first, as well as like notes from game prep. The character art was up there early. You can see it on Twitter now. And yeah, am I forgetting anything, y'all? I think that's it.
I don't think so.
I can think of.
But yeah, I'm thank you all the players for being here. Thank you everybody in the chat for being here. Please hit the follow button here, and please mods, if we could just keep spamming that Rime command so everybody can get direct links to our players' channels pretty often, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, I also just want to say, like, I'm super proud of this group because it's a first for so many of us. And I just am like really proud of us all for like getting out of our comfort zones. Like I said, it's my first time GMing. Jude and Jay are brand new to tabletop RPGs. This is Misha's first actual play. And Drac, you've been around the block, so I don't know what to say about you. So, but thanks for being here and really being the guiding light for all of us amateurs.
I've been playing for less than a year.
But you've probably accumulated, like, I've been playing since I was 14, but you've probably put more hours into tabletop than I have. Honestly, like, you're just like cranking them out. You're like a pasta machine.
Churning out the tabletop games.
Yeah,
turning out those tabletop nudes. Do you have a calendar?
Can we get one?
You want to plug the calendar?
Make one.
Oh, okay. Be ready to see Nyx, Drac's character for this game, in the very sensual calendar that will be for 2022. Okay, well then I think we're ready. I'm so nervous. So instead of doing the stream, I think I'll just end stream. How about that?
Wait, no.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. See you
bye.
later.
Yeah, see everyone.
All right. We have I have a little something to read to everyone to give you more of an idea of the climate of Icewind Dale, which our adventure is set in. It is. Thank you for the hype train. Welcome everybody. Oh my god. Icewind Dale has become trapped in a perpetual winter. Ferocious blizzards make the mountain pass through the spine of the world exceedingly treacherous, and this land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears above the mountains, not even in what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. Most Dale residents blame Aro, the Frostmaiden, the god of winter's wrath. The shimmering aurora that weaves across the sky each night is said to be her doing, a potent spell that keeps the sun at bay. Dale folk live in a scattering of settlements known as tin towns. The drop-off in caravans coming from the south and travel between the settlements in this never-ending winter has left everyone feeling isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the Frostmaiden with sacrifices of one kind or another, no respite from winter's fury seems forthcoming. For adventurers such as yourselves, Tin Towns is a place to test one's mettle, and in the spirit of heroes who have come before, leave one's mark on this frigid, blighted land. And then I've also prepared something. We open up. The opening shot is a clear, wide view of blue, purple, and green hues that are weaving together and float lackadaisically across the dark, star-studded sky as the nightly aurora twists over the unforgivable landscape of Icewind Dale. The camera pans down slowly, and amidst the dimly lit dunes of snow, we see a figure in hide armor walking confidently on. A long tail swishes behind their back as the distant 10 towns finally come into view, and their resolve seems to be steeled. We cut to the outskirts of East Haven, one of the grander towns in these wretched plains, and catch sight of a different figure, stumbling into the frigid streets, clutching at their chest and dragging a large sack in their wake. They look around wild-eyed before composing themselves and striding into the town proper. We cut to the waning of twilight as we look over the shoulder of a robed figure, boots barely crunching the snow beneath their feet as they approach their latest victim. A tall man in a strange mix of traditional pirate regalia and winter clothing. The pouch on his hip weighs heavy after a long week of fishing on the ice, but the hooded figure, as casually as sipping water, relieves him of this burden. We see a strand of red hair escape the fur-lined hood as the thief passes into the growing darkness of the dimming light. The man absentmindedly moves to fiddle with his pouch, only to find it absent. He turns his head just in time to catch the edge of the cloak as it disappears around the corner. We cut to the Wet Trout, the most popular tavern in East Haven, where folks have begun to gather for the evening as darkness spills in through the frosty windows. Nymetra, a white dragonborn and owner of the establishment, eyes the large sack the disheveled, dark-haired man at the bar is drug in with him, but soon gets distracted when a tabaxi approaches and tries to order a drink from the surly bartender. And Misha, before you talk, do you want to describe your character to us?
Sure. So you see a 6 foot tall-ish tabaxi with white fur and like light tan markings on her face and like on the ends of her paws. She also has like icy blue eyes. She is wearing hide armor with some kind of fur pelt on her shoulders and woven in to like make a skirt with hide as well. And she's also wearing hide like arm and leg bracers with her bare little kitty feet poking out, no shoes. And around her waist, she has a belt with a pouch and some plants hanging off. And she also carries a backpack. You see a bit of a rolled, can't tell if it's a large piece of paper or what it is, kind of like sticking out of her backpack as she approaches the bar.
And what does this little tabaxi say to the bartender?
I am looking for food.
Okay, we have food. What kind of food do you want?
Oh, what do you have?
Well, honestly, mostly knucklehead trout.
Oh, I'll take that then. Thank you.
All right, do you want it like cooked or raw or
Cooked? Yes, cooked, I think.
okay. Any sides or a drink?
Oh, a drink sounds nice too. Yes.
Okay, what do you want to drink?
What do you have?
Ale.
I don't know what that is, but I'll take one.
You don't know what ale is?
No. But you drink it?
Yeah, let me just go get that for you.
Okay.
And Nymetra looks a little confused, but ducks behind the bar and back into a back room to talk to the cook about your meal and also likely gossip about what this wee baby is doing in here. And I think that's when the camera pans over and we see J-Rock, your character, sitting at the bar. Do you want to describe how they look?
My character is he's about 6'2", 6'3"-ish, darkish skin. He has like long, black, curly, flowing hair. He keeps a pen sticking out from the side of his ear in his notebook as close to him as possible. He's wearing like this, he says like cast off padded armor, but it's underneath a big dark brown coat that you don't even really notice the armor. And his pants are so disheveled that you can't even tell what color they are anymore. He's also wearing a pair of boots with the fur and carrying this big, large sack that he lets no one get near.
Hard not to be near it with the sack that big, but. And you see this scene. You've been sitting at the bar for a little bit, sort of like hunched over in your lost in your own thoughts. But you do clock this interaction as the Tabaxi had tried to place this strange order right next to you. Do you do anything or say anything?
I take notice of it and I just think about approaching at the time, but I'm still enamored with alcohol at the moment, so I ask for one more drink at this moment.
Okay. And when Nymetra comes back out, she'll clock your. Maybe you just do like a hand signal, and she'll be like, "All right, I know what you need." Goes to pour you another ale as well, so she actually brings both the ales over at the same time. Yeah. And you've started to tab. You know, she knows that she's clocked that you have money. So she's not worried about you, but when she sets down the beer, she does turn to Nori and is like, "All right, that's gonna be 2 silver pieces."
Silver pieces?
Yeah.
I need to give you something for the food?
I mean, we don't keep the doors open because we don't charge for the food and the drink.
Oh. Okay. She starts looking like really frazzled and nervous. She gets her backpack, sets it down in front of her, and she opens it up. She's looking through. I have, and she just kind of reaches in. It's just some berries and nuts.
And
no.
No.
Oh.
No.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll just, and she just kind of puts the stuff back in her bag and starts kind of like, I'm sorry.
At this point, this is when I reach into my pocket and I just put the silver in front of the table for her and says, "Here, this is for you. This is how you got to pay for your meal."
Oh, I have some of. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, no need to thank me. I'm gonna be rich one day.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Just paying my dues now.
Thank you so much. I am Noriti, and you are?
I go by Izawu.
Izawu.
Are you from here, Noriti? I'm gonna assume not, because you're not familiar with the concept of money. Well, I'm gonna tell you, you need to get used to it, baby. That's what money makes everything go around, you know?
Oh, okay. No, I'm from nearby, but I've been given food before, but I just give other food, or sometimes I will take care of people's wounds for them. But money, silver. Okay. Thank you so much. And she kind of like scoots a little bit closer to him, and just kind of starts having bites of her food. Happy to be here. She thinks she's made a friend.
Nymetra just very slowly slides the silver off the table and into her palm, and then goes and puts it in the register and is like, I do not understand, but as long as I'm getting paid, who cares? And I think at that moment is when the door to the tavern, to the Wet Trout, opens, and we see the hooded figure from earlier with the fur lining enter the doorway. Jude, do you want to describe your character really quick?
Yeah. So Silveira enters the tavern, and she stands about 5'7", 5'8", and she's kind of like built like a tank in a lot of ways. Like she's very thick, and her hair is long and curly and red, and you see her with like a hooded cloak that's like lined with fur and a long skirt and boots, and she has a dagger strapped to her thigh that you can't really see, and she just can blend in if she chose to, but she chooses not to. And it's very apparent in the way that she dresses.
Wait, in what way does she not blend in?
Like the cloak is a bright color.
Right.
Like the cloak is a bright color. Her hair is a bright color. She takes up space in ways that one who comes from the background that she does probably should not in order to do their job.
It's an extra boldness.
Oh yeah.
I love that, especially in contrast to like the dreariness and darkness of this land. I think in a normal situation she would stand out, but particularly in this part of the world, it's a bit of a sunspot. Whether that's appreciated or not depends on the person. And you walk in as you sort of see this exchange. You see Nori frantically searching, and you're not really getting sort of the audio of that conversation, but you definitely see the exchange and understand what's going on. What do you do when you enter?
Can you remind me of the bartender's name?
Nemetra.
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 Okay. So Silveira kind of approaches the bar in between Izawu and Nariti and kind of places herself in between them.
Rude.
So it's very rude.
This is great. This is great because I think Nariti just scooted up to Izawu. So you were literally like, excuse me,
Nariti's just kind of like taking in the bright colors and just kind of scoots over a little bit as she pushes in and just kind of looks in awe at all the colors coming through.
So she approaches the bar and she orders an ale as she normally does when she comes in at this time of day. And she kind of like looks over at Nori, and she can kind of tell that Nori is not from here. And so she kind of just like turns to her and just goes, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from not too far away. I just came down from the mountain.
What are you doing in Icewind Dale?
Oh, I just want to meet people and make friends, experience new things.
Silveira kind of like takes this in and is just like, do we tell her about what is happening here? Or do we leave her to be on her own? And she kind of just like takes a breath and it just kind of like nods. Just like, yep. And she asks her, like she turns to her again and she goes, what is it like where you're from?
Oh, cold, snow, trees, animals. Yeah.
Yeah?
Dark. Stars.
Dark? Okay. If it's dark and cold, then you'll be fine here.
Yes, I like the dark. I like the cold. I am happy.
Silveira kind of just like looks at her, and there's this innate sense of like wanting to kind of like envelop Nariti in like a bubble. Just like this desire to protect this person that she doesn't know. And she kind of like, when the bartender sets down her ale, she kind of like takes it and sits on the other side so that she's no longer standing between them, because she kind of realizes that like she interrupted something. And so she takes her ale and she kind of like sits on the other side.
I love that. Perfect. Thank you. Do you have any response to that, Jay?
Oh no, Izabu's just been he's been kind of pushed to the side, so he's like halfway hanging off a seat. He's but he's just like looking over with the biggest grin, just enjoying the interaction. He's just enamored by seeing individuals communicate with each other. It's fascinating to Izabu.
Nothing weird about that. Love
Yeah.
it. And then I think at that moment, the tavern door swings open again, and we see the figure that was a victim of such thief earlier enter the tavern and look around. And Drac, do you want to describe your character?
Yeah, my character is about 6'2", 6'3" as well. Dark skinned, got a black beard, shaded a bit close, with locks that kind of like shift between black and white and a gradient. Right, I think right now, yeah, his fangs are. He's probably like growling a little bit under his breath as he's trying to look around for the person who robbed him. And because of that, you can kind of see that he has kind of animalistic features. He's a shifter, so he has like he's got fangs kind of protruding. His eyes are a icy blue, and over his left eye is like a scar that looks like a claw mark. Like Vanna said, he's in a weird combination of pirate gear and winter clothing. I think the most obvious thing is that he has like, which like contrasts is mainly dark colors and color scheme, is that he has like a really bright off-white owl carving that's around his neck as a necklace. And he just frantically looking around for this robe that he just caught a glimpse of after he was relieved of his possessions.
And I think as you enter, Nymetra sees you and gives you a head nod, then goes back to polishing a couple glasses, and but still looks at you expectantly, assuming you're going to order a drink.
Yeah, no, I go right up to Nymetra and morning. Has anyone come in recently robed, probably with a patch that definitely doesn't belong to them?
Well, Nyx, as you know, since pickpocketing is legal within the city limits, I'm sure most of the people in here are experiencing robes and pouches that don't belong to them.
Okay. Well, the knuckle trout that I sold you and you paid me, well, everything that you paid me was stolen. I kind of need that to, I don't know, buy L, because I think I'm in desperate need of L right now.
Yeah, that kind of seems like a you problem.
Oh god. Okay.
I don't know why
Okay.
everybody's coming in here today expecting to get free drinks and food. Like it doesn't cost money to keep this place open.
Nymetra, I'm not asking for free food.
Do you know how much firewood I go through in a day to keep this place warm? Do you know?
Oh yeah,
No.
can I have another fish?
Do you have money yet?
I don't know.
She has money. She has Nymetra, calm down. She has money. It's okay.
Don't tell me to calm down.
I have money.
Right.
Wait, you had money? So why did I pay for your last meal?
Jeez,
I'm gonna pay for her next meal, so it's okay.
Oh.
I
Thank you.
I turn to and do I recognize Jude's character? Like, did I get enough of a glimpse to know that?
Let's do an insight check for you, and then Jude, if you want to do a deception check to oppose that.
First roll.
Wait, how do I do that?
Of our new campaign.
Wait, I have a question. How do I do that?
So you can either do it with physical die, or you can go to your character sheet and click deception.
We're at 22
Me being
on
baby.
insight.
No, you're fine. You were fine.
Hello? Okay.
I heard a little bloop.
I heard a bloop.
So I think it's the first number, right? Because the second number is with
If you have
advantage.
advantage. Yeah.
So yeah, you fail that deception check. it's a 9 versus a 22 right there. So
I love that for me.
Oh, no.
I love that for me.
So I think with a 22 Drac, like, I don't know. I don't know a lot about shape changers, but I imagine maybe your like sense of smell is heightened.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
you
mean,
kind
I'm
of
not
have those.
shifted right now, but yeah.
Right, but you sort of have those animal properties a little bit, like the extra fur on your face and like your eyes and stuff. So maybe like you,
Yeah.
even in your humanoid form, you sort of maintain some of those like heightened abilities. So I think it's like the smell. What would your character smell like, Jude?
I think Silveira would smell like firewood and cinnamon. So like that's pretty much what she would smell like.
Get me that candle. So you do, as you approach, even though the robed figure has their back to you, you're right up behind them, and that smell wafts in front of your face, and you get the distinct smell of firewood and cinnamon. And it was only a number of hours ago that you felt the faintness of that as you went to check your pouch. So you're pretty sure, almost like 99.9% certain this is the person that took your money.
So you're gonna pay for her meal, and he kind of like taps her on the shoulder and just kind of looms over her. So you're gonna pay for her meal with my money?
Silveira kind of like whips around at the fact that someone just touched her and like
Get
just,
stabbed.
like, no. She doesn't stab anyone. She just kind of like whips around at the fact that one, he touched her, and B, he's like looming over her shoulder. Yes, she robbed him, but also personal space. So she like turns around and kind of like puts her hand on his chest and like gently like nudges him like backward a step.
Yeah, he'll
and then-
take a step back.
and then she takes the pouch out of her pocket and just like tosses it at him, kind of like it's nothing. Like she robbed him for fun. She didn't rob him because she needed it. She robbed him for fun to kind of like keep her wits about her. And she looks him up and down and she goes, "Everything's still there. I didn't take anything." And then she turns back around and like goes into her own pouch and puts money on the table for Nori. Nemetra, here. Here's some for this meal and whatever else the Tabaxi needs.
You.
I'm so confused.
She's very nice.
Nori says that to the man she stole from.
Yeah.
She stole from me. Why?
Who are you asking?
I mean, I think at this point, generally everyone,
Generally everyone?
because
Asking
Nori
why.
seems to be defending her as well. It's like, why did she steal from me then?
I think Nemetra turns to Nyx and is like, "You've been here for what, 2 years? You know the rules. You know better. A loose pouch is fair game. That's on you." And then
I
Nemetra
know.
will turn to the back to get more fish from the kitchen.
Nemetra, I get that. I kind of like calls after her, but obviously she'll probably.
She just waves him off.
Yeah.
She's just like, "I don't care."
Nyx, if your bag wasn't showing, I wouldn't have taken it. Consider that a lesson learned in Icewind Dale. And she kind of like sips her ale.
You're teaching me a lesson. Okay. Well, and he kind of just sits down.
Nori like looks over at sorry, I'm having to remind myself of everybody's name. Silveira sipping her ale, and she takes her ale and goes to take a sip.
Are you okay? Have you never had ale before?
She kind of like looks surprised and is looking around, like sometimes like when cats take a drink and it's a taste they didn't expect. They don't look at the thing they ate or tasted. They're like confused, not knowing.
They go like this.
What's happening? No. But she puts it back up and takes another sip. Okay. Sets it back down.
And, this
Better,
is when
better the second sip.
It's a
this
little
is when
spicy.
Izawa finally leans all the way over the bar and says, "Good stuff, isn't it? I love this ale stuff. It's great, right?"
It is better the second time I tried. Surprising.
Acquired taste. Yeah, you get used to it.
Yeah.
This is when I finally try to rejoin the conversation, and I go over to Silveira and I ask her, so this pickpocketing thing, about how much do you make per day doing this?
She kind of just like looks confused for a second, and she like swallows,
Margin.
and she's just like, one does not just decide to start pickpocketing. Like, she kind of sounds offended that he just asked her that.
I mean, from what I've been told, money is king everywhere. So if I can just take everyone else's money, would that not put me twice ahead of the game? Not only do I have more, but everyone else has less, correct?
Correct, but do you have skills of deception, of manipulation, of stealth? What qualifies you to be a certified pickpocketer?
This is when Izawa goes and grabs a table and then just throws it across the room. And says,
What?
This is
Okay,
Wait,
you need to
wait,
give me a
you-
strength
I
check.
said
You need to give me a strength check.
okay. All right, strength check.
Roll
This is
for
when he
strength. What the fuck?
Silveira just kind of goes, I said stealth?
All right, how do I do this strength check?
So you can roll with physical dice and add your strength modifier, or you can click on your character sheet, just the strength number, and it should automatically roll for you.
Okay.
I can't get the picture.
I do it in
I don't understand why that. We'll see if he
In
eats
roll
it.
20, you can do in roll 20.
in roll 20. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Be on the left, towards like the bottom of the list of skills.
Computer's moving really slow. Hold on.
No worries.
Wait. Strength is
Strength is at the top.
right?
at the
Yeah.
top. Yeah, sorry, it's not a yeah. Left.
23.
Oh my
let's
God.
go.
God,
Oh
good
my God.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So, where are you throwing the table?
I'm just throwing it to say, who needs stealth when you have brute strength?
But where are you throwing it? Like, are you throwing it at
Oh,
a
just
wall? Are you
across-
throwing it into the
just-
crowd? Like,
No, not into the crowd. There's a blank area where no one's sitting, and I just kind of
Okay.
like throw it over there. Like, not necessarily to harm anybody, but just to show how strong I am.
Right. So you yell this, and as you throw the table, it hits the ground with so much force, and it's like already pretty cold and brittle, so it just shatters on the ground, and it makes this horribly loud noise, and everyone in the tavern just goes quiet and like stiffens and looks over at you. And Nymetra runs out from the back room and is like, "What the hell is going on?"
I'm just learning.
Learning what? How to
I'm
mess
learning
up
how
my tavern?
I'm
Yes.
learning this pickpocketing thing.
No, I'm not teaching him how to pickpocket. He decided that he wanted to learn how to pickpocket, and I said no. So he threw a table.
What are you telling to him that he thinks throwing a table and breaking it is how
I
you
was-
pickpocket?
I was just demonstrating who needs to be quiet when you are the strongest man in the room.
All right. Well, I hope your pickpocketing is successful because you really need to reimburse me for that table.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be rich one day. How much is this table costing?
2 gold.
2 gold? Oh, no problem. Not a problem.
Now.
Just casually walks back over to the table, just like strutting his stuff, and then just drops 2 gold directly on the table and says, "There you go."
On the counter, you mean?
Yes, on the counter. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. And while you're at it, go take the pieces of the table over by the fireplace.
See, now I usually get paid for services like this.
Now, she is a hulking white dragonborn, and smoke like goes out her nose as she gives you this stink eye from another plane of existence.
You know, I would like to continue drinking ale here, so I will do this. I would do this just once.
And there's a
Nori
huge.
sees-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Nori sees this and she kind of sets down her food and goes over and helps pick up the pieces and says, that was very impressive.
Thank you.
Silveira kinda takes.
I've kind of thrown it a little bit farther, but I was trying to take it lightly here.
Oh, you are very strong.
Silveira kind of like takes a breath and sets her ale down and goes to help them as well. And she like picks up a bunch and puts
Aw.
them where they need to go.
So there's the main feature of the wet trout is that there's a huge chimney that is in the center of the building, and it comes out as two hearths. So there's two large common areas in the tavern, and then one big hearth in the center. So it's basically got a fireplace mantle on each side, and if you can see an already designated pile of chopped wood there, so you can pile it up right next to that. Does Nyx do anything?
Nick's kind of just, I think he scoots further away from the group. I mean, especially after the table throwing,
Mm-hmm.
and just goes to Neo Metro. I just want it to be known that I am not associated with them in any way.
You kind of seem associated, Nyx.
Only by robbery, literally.
I mean, that's how a lot of people met. That's how I met my wife.
I mean,
Oh, hell
she's
yeah.
lovely, but I don't think it's gonna turn out.
What'd you say about
Like-
my wife?
She's. Could I get an ale?
Mm-hmm. You got money now?
Yes, I have my pouch back, and he just pulls out 2 silvers and slides it across the counter.
You want a lot of ale, okay.
Yeah.
Is the rest a tip?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Nymetra will scoop up the 2 silver into her hand and then turn around to get y'all some ale. How's it going over at the hearth, y'all?
Oh, go on.
In between picking up firewood, I was just like kind of writing in his notebook, just like the interactions between Nori and Silveira.
And what are the interactions between Nori and Silveira?
Kindness.
Well, I was asking Nori and Silveira, but
Oh, sorry.
I mean, kindness.
Or like
but
what we're currently doing. Gotcha.
Silveira's weak, so she's picking up one piece of wood at a time
Aw.
because you know she's trying her best.
I'm helping.
She's trying her best. And she's like putting she's just picking up the pieces and making sure that like she gets all the pieces because like she frequents this place often. The metro saved her butt a bunch of times, and like it's a good place to be. And so like once she picks up the last pieces, she like looks over at Nori just to make sure that Nori's doing all right, and kind of like gives her like a little head nod.
Nori looks pretty happy. She was helping bring over the wood, and she's just kind of looking around, taking everything in, looking at how packed is this tavern? How many people?
It gets pretty packed in the evening. It's the most popular tavern in East Haven, and it's not like when the sun goes down because the sun is always down, but it's just after the twilight sort of fades. That's when people start wandering in for a drink to warm them up. So there's quite a few people here, but most of them have moved to the corner that's farthest from all of you. While you're putting the bits of the table by the by the hearth, but there is one older dwarven woman who is maintained her spot, and so she's still rather close to you, and she has a shield resting by her side, and she's sort of sipping her ale and just sort of eyeing y'all curiously.
Okay.
Silveira kind of. Oh, sorry. You should go ahead.
No, I can't really decide what I'm doing, so you go ahead.
Okay. Silveira kind of like approaches Azawu and like looks at him and goes, "Did you accomplish what you sought to accomplish?"
Yeah, I got ale. That's what I came here for.
I meant by throwing the table, not about the ale.
There was no actual. I guess the point of throwing the table was just to show that, you know, sometimes you don't always need to be quiet. Sometimes being loud may be the best option. And
But sometimes you need to have a plan when you're loud.
I don't need plans. I just who needs a plan if you're stronger than everyone, right?
But, how will you make accomplices and acquaintances and people that will help you when you're in need?
He paid for my food.
That's true.
He's my friend.
That's true.
Friend? Sounds dope.
Yes. We are friends, right?
Yes, we were friends, Nori.
Oh my god. And that's when Nemetra from behind the bar, she is slammed down an ale in front of Nyx, but also 3 more where y'all were sitting, and she whistles over at y'all and is just like, well, looks like this little buddy of yours bought around. Enjoy.
I did. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nim.
Thank you so much. Comes back
Yeah,
over.
no problem. Imagine that was okay. Yeah. Okay.
What, you gave me
Nori.
extra, and you know they're your friends, so. And you see like an evil smirk on her face as she turns away.
You're sad. Like, oh god damn it, not again. Okay.
Nori looks over at Nyx and sees the like an owl pendant necklace, and she says, oh, "I like your owl. I like owls."
Thank you. A friend of mine carved it for me, actually.
Oh, that is so nice. I have a necklace. I don't know why I did that. I have a necklace, and she shows this little pendant with a person that is half person, humanoid on top, and fish on the bottom. I found this. My mom told me it's a merfolk and that they live in the ocean. I want to see some someday.
I've actually heard quite a few stories about merfolk.
Yeah?
Where are you from?
Oh, not too far away. Just mountain behind here.
So you never set sail before?
No, I have never seen a sail or water. Big water. I've seen little water, but not big water.
I've got a lake. Yeah, no, merfolk are... They're very fun people, at the very least. I hope you do get a chance to meet one someday.
Have you met one?
Close. Wasn't the best circumstances, so I hope you meet them in better circumstances.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Are you
Back to eating.
you sure you haven't really finished your first cup of ale? Are you okay? You kind of couldn't take the first sip. Are you okay with having 2?
Yeah, she definitely hasn't started on the second one. It's just kind of like a few sips into the first one. You can have mine if you want. This one is enough.
Yeah,
She tries to take another sip, and she kind of looks like she doesn't love it, but she's having sips of it because it seems like that's what everyone else is doing.
You know, you can just have water, and you like kind of takes the second mug of ale away. Like, you can just have water. You don't have to have ale.
Oh,
It might actually be cheaper if you just have water.
okay. I'll have a water then.
Neometra, sorry I'm running you ragged. Could you have a water instead?
Yeah, if you could not make a habit of pushing water on my customers, though, I'd appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I just don't. She doesn't look like she can really handle it.
Means she's a cheap date.
Neometra, please.
What? You're a lonely guy, Nix. I'm just trying to help you out.
Metro, you have to stop playing matchmaker.
I don't, though. I own this place and I can do whatever the heck I want, and I want everyone to find love like I have.
Aw.
So is
That
anyone
is
going to
sweet.
drink these ales?
Oh my goodness. So yeah, we have gotten a nice introduction to our players, and they're coming together, and it's just another gruesome day in the 10 towns. Otherwise, howling wind, bitter cold, foul tempers, and snowdrifts big enough to bury a herd of moose in. But today, the local tavern is abuzz with news about a series of recent killings. Before the murders, the only question on everyone's mind was, will Summer ever return to Icewind Dale? Now the question is, will I be the killer's next victim? Nothing breeds fear and paranoia like a murderer with no face. 3 cold-blooded murderers have been committed in the past month. A halfling trapper in East Haven, a human shipbuilder in Targos, and 3 days ago, a dwarf glassblower in Brinchander. Each victim was found with a dagger of ice through the heart. What's the connection? The drunken lot huddled in the tavern offers no credible ideas, but sitting apart from them is an elderly shield dwarf with a nasty scar across her nose who looks like she has something worth knowing. She's been smoking her pipe and eyeing you ever since you walked in.
I think Nyx is definitely noticing that at this point. He's probably like nursing his ale with the second one in front of him, and and then sees this dwarf like probably. I'm assuming they're not so subtly staring. Like, is it?
Well,
are they trying to be subtle?
this is who was like after Izawa threw the table, and y'all were working together. Well, most of you were working together to like clean it up and put it with the firewood. Was like this is the only person that didn't move from their spot. So everyone else is sort of like drunk and babbling in one corner far away from you, and then this older shield dwarf woman is still at the table smoking her pipe and intermittently taking a sip of ale, and hasn't stopped watching you, really, kind of expecting something else to happen.
Yeah, Nyx will just turn to her and just, I guess, mimic her. Like, while she's staring, he stares and just drinks.
Nori sees Nyx looking at her, looks over, sees her looking at Nyx, and she looks at the dwarf and says hello in Dwarvish.
In Dwarvish?
Nori.
Oh my god.
Oh hell yeah.
She's still a bit. There's probably like 2 tables between her and y'all at the bar. But she does a curious turn of her head and then waves and says hello back in Dwarvish.
And Nori definitely like calls out over
Yeah.
over the tables, doesn't know that that's not an indoor voice, just hello. Do you want to go talk to her?
Nymetra behind the bar is like, I don't know if Helene is the one I'd pick for you, Nyx, but maybe I don't really understand your tastes.
Nymetra, we've talked about this. I'm fine. I'm not lonely. I'm alone, but not lonely. They're different things.
Uh-huh.
It just turns back to the dwarf. You've been staring. I mean, I know they kind of put on a show, but did you want anything from us in particular?
If you want to have a conversation with me, you can come over here. I'm not going to yell across the bar to you.
Nori goes over.
Silveira also
Yeah.
goes over.
Yeah, Nyx goes over as well.
What do we got from Izawu?
Oh, he's just still at the bar. He's watching intently,
Mm-hmm.
but
vibing.
he's just not getting directly involved at this moment.
When you approach the dwarf, do y'all sit down or stand around the table, or
I sit
So-
down.
Yeah, so
Silvira does not sit.
where's Silvira hovering?
She is behind Nori and Nyx, like she's standing behind them.
Okay, yeah, we love
I
that.
will say that Nyx is holding onto his pouch, knowing that Silvira's behind him.
She kind of like leans down and whispers, and she's like, "I robbed you for fun, not for your money. You can relax."
Okay.
I'm sure
sorry, when you want to
that
have fun again.
aggressive whisper in his ear will help him relax.
Settles his nerves.
Yeah. I think Helene overhears that little exchange like barely and is just like, okay, whatever. And then it leans back in her chair a little bit more and is like, I'm Helene Trollbane. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I am Noriti. Nice to meet you.
Noriti.
Nyx.
Noriti, yes.
Silvira.
Silvira and your friend at the bar.
Zawu.
Yeah, it's got some brute strength, that one.
Kind of
You're
does an
telling me.
excited wave over from the side.
I need a drawing of that, please.
Helene smiles, and the scar across her nose sort of curves up as the corner of her mouth does, and shakes her head. And she's like, well, y'all are a pretty ragtag group, aren't you?
Why does everyone assume that we're like a group?
I mean,
We
you all
Are we not a
came-
group?
we're individuals that went to the same bar.
All right, well, there's a bunch of people over there that also are individuals that came to the same bar that want nothing to do with you. So this, to me, seems a little unique.
He just nods, biting his tongue. Like,
I'm sure you've overheard what they're talking about, though, right?
yeah, it's been going around. It's kind of hard not to hear about it.
The murders?
The murders. Interesting,
That-
right?
That is very mean. Why would
Mean to
someone do
murder?
that? Yes.
Well, some people deserve it.
Did they deserve it?
That remains to be seen. My current working theory, if you want to hear it, I don't want to bother you if you don't.
I'm
Here anyway.
interested.
She'll take a long puff of her pipe and then be like, my current working theory is that somebody is murdering people who are escaping the lotteries in the towns that do the sacrifices. People that are, I don't know, bribing public officials or skipping town when they know their name is called, something like that, to avoid being sacrificed to Aro. And somebody is making sure they don't get away with it.
Oh.
Because, you know, that's the only towns it's happening in.
Right.
Yeah.
Nariti, do you know about the sacrifices?
No.
Okay. So Silvira kind of like takes a deep breath in order to kind of like explain this to her. Okay. So for the past 2 or so years, Icewind Dale has been in what we call a rime or perpetual darkness. And so every full moon, each of the 10 towns sacrifices something to Arl to hope that the sunshine will return or the warmth will return to Icewind Dale. Some towns sacrifice warmth, which means no one turns on heat for the night. Some towns sacrifice food, and some towns sacrifice humanoids. So there you are, caught up.
Oh, wow. They want it to be warm again?
It would be preferable.
But the night is so pretty. There are all of the stars.
I mean, everything in moderation.
It's not habitable. Is that the word? Yeah.
Habitable?
Habitable, thank you. Not habitable, especially for folks who are less well off.
Habitable. Okay.
Some people are more concerned about making a living than
Mm-hmm.
looking at something pretty. And again, something pretty can be pretty deadly.
Huh. Nori's just kind of thinking about the concept of why people would want the sun back and why people would want the warmth back, because she's just not used to not being in the outside where it's always the same temperature.
And I think as you make these comments, Nemetra is behind the bar and lets out like an audible scoff and rolls her eyes and then turns back to what she was doing.
Nemetra, do you have anything to...
Don't
No.
mind
Seems like
her.
you have an opinion.
Don't mind her. She's a follower of Varro. So I think it's in her best interest if the rhyme never ended.
Yeah, no, I love the Metro, but I think I'm definitely in favor of it ending. But these murders, is there anything else you know about them? Why would they murder anyone that's trying to get out of these sacrifices? We can just find another, right?
Is Azawu staying at the bar still?
No, at this point, he quietly crept up behind Nyx, and he hasn't said a word yet, but he's just standing in, listening to the conversation.
Love that.
Alira can just feel his presence. Like, she hasn't looked over at him. She just knows that he's there.
I mean, I think at this point, like, Azawu might smell like distinctly like a cave.
Mm-hmm.
That's accurate.
So
That's accurate.
you might perceive that waft as it approaches. But as Azawu approaches, Helene leans in and is like, "All right, I also have a theory about who could be committing these murders. Sethik Caltro. Any of you know him?
No.
Don't believe so.
No.
Do you know about Torgs? And I think at least Nyx would know about Torgs. And maybe you would, Jude. But it's like a traveling market that goes from 10 town to 10 town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talks, yeah.
Torgs.
The traveling markets.
Well, Sethik was brought on recently as a bodyguard for the Torgs traveling merch and has been with them for a while. And the fact that these killings are happening in 10 towns, I assumed it was somebody that got around, right? So I followed them for a 10-day. And sure enough, killings happened when Torgs was in town, but only in the towns that had human sacrifices. And I don't think it's Torg, because it seems like her main concern is making money, and it doesn't benefit her to kill potential customers.
Yeah.
There's just something about Sethik. He's off.
Do you know anything else about Sethik?
I just know the way he dresses, actually kind of like the two of you, and she points at Nori and Silveira. He's just not wearing enough clothes, you know?
Silveira kind of like tries not to show it on her face, but like kind of shifts her body weight a little bit.
I mean, no offense, but you know, it's freezing. It's freezing everywhere. And, you know, he's out there in a rolled up button shirt and a nice vest. And that's it. And there's something about his eyes. They're like blue, but like, you know, like the ice on the lock. Like it's not normal. They're
Right.
Like my eyes?
does Nariti have like vibrant
Fairly-
ice blue eyes?
Fairly
So does-
icy
so does
blue,
Nyx
not
as well,
like
yeah.
not like super bright, but pretty
Yeah,
icy blue.
she squints at at both of you and is like, I mean, yeah, kind of like that. You don't know Sethik?
Yeah, we just got the same eye colors. I mean, we all know each other.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay. It's just weird. All right. And normally I don't see that kind of thing, but it's a little unsettling. Again, no offense.
No, none taken. I mean, I would be up for looking into it, mainly because I also would like potential customers not to be killed.
Potential. What are you friends with
That-
Torga?
Oh no, but I fish and I sell fish to people who could end up being killed at some point if we don't try and stop whoever this is.
What was Silveira gonna say?
No, she was gonna say something, but it was out of character, so I
Okay.
took it back.
Well, here, if you're already a little motivated, maybe I can sweeten the pot for you a little bit. I will give you 100 gold if you can track down Sethik, prove his guilt or innocence, and take care of it, and bring back to me evidence that you've done just that.
His head?
This-
Whoa.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job.
Thank
So-
you.
That sounds fun.
But
Izawa just kind of,
go ahead.
I was gonna say,
no, go-
Izawa just kind of like jumps over Nix's shoulder and says, "I'm in."
Here's the money, and it's like, eh.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. No authorities, all right? If you involve the authorities in this at all,
A cab.
no money.
I mean, I can get behind that. Sure, I'm in as well.
Great. Well, you might have to ask around. I'm not sure really where they're at now. I stopped following them a little bit ago. So you might have to ask around to see where they're at. And just remember that when you find them, Sethik is always with Torga when the market is open. But once it closes, his duties are done for the day and he goes off and does his own thing. Something to remember. Unless
Helene,
you
I
want to
have a
deal
question.
with Torga too. Yeah.
Why did Torga decide that she needed a bodyguard?
Well, I mean, these are pretty tenuous times.
Mhm.
I mean, from what I overheard,
Yes.
sounds like you've got a bit of a slippery finger as well. So I think protecting the merchandise as well as Torga's well-being is what I would suspect. And you know, there's not a lot of other traveling merchants that are selling the things Torga does, so it definitely makes her a target.
Absolutely.
And between you and me, I don't think Torga's completely above board.
Ah.
I think there's a little work happening on the side for their company, and I think some of the wares that they carry are a bit questionable. Not to mention the prices.
Yeah,
You're
no,
telling
the price is
me.
a bit. I had to get a new fishing rod because knuckle trout kind of snapped the last one. Prices
Happens.
were extortion, but I can't really do anything about it. Talk's probably the best place we can get our wares.
Yeah, I mean, when supplies are running low everywhere else, that's how they do it. So, yeah, that's basically all I know.
Well, Helene, thank you for your information.
Of course.
I assume we can find you here if we get this right and come back with the job complete.
Yeah, I'm retired, so I'm here basically every night.
Okay.
And if I'm not, you can tell Miss Bartender over there, and she'll know who's someone who can fetch me.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Sounds good.
And what do you all do at this point?
I down the 2 mugs of ale that I currently
He
have.
chugs them.
Chug them. Chug them.
Mm, 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 mm. Anybody
It's
else?
just been kind of taking everything in, didn't fully understand a lot of the words that Helene was saying, but just kind of like trying to absorb the information.
You can definitely ask more questions of Helene, or if y'all depart her table, you can ask questions of each other. That works.
I'm just kind of following what probably Silveira's doing at this point, because she's been very, very nice and helpful. So I'm just kind of looking to her for cues.
Gotcha.
Helene, what are the hours for the merchants, do you know? Since you followed them for 10 days?
Yeah, they usually set up in the, at the beginning of the cycle, which would be like twilight is the brightest that it gets. That starts at 10 a.m.
Right.
And then they'll typically go until the aurora's out, which is at 10 p.m.
Perfect. Okay. Silveira at this point is kind of like doing math in her head to kind of figure out what is the best plan of action. And so like she's kind of like holding on to both of the backs of Nyx and Noridi's chair as she's kind of like running it over in her brain.
Do we know where Torga's is right now?
I don't know. I stopped following him a while ago, so you might have to ask around. Chances are somebody knows.
I mean, we got Nemetra. She might know.
She overhears a lot at this place, I'm sure. And she's not
Yeah,
coy about what she hears either, so that doesn't help. Well, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on if it's your secret that she's telling, but yeah.
Right.
Silveira kind of takes her leave at this point from Helene's table and goes over to the bar by herself. And she kind of like leans over the bar a little bit and she's like, Nemetra, can I ask you something?
I don't know, maybe.
She kind of like takes 3 gold out of her pocket and just puts them on the table.
Nemetra taps the table in front of the gold.
What is the route for Torga this week?
Nemetra taps the table again.
Oh, she wants more? Is that what it? Okay, she puts down another piece of gold.
She taps the table again.
Why don't you name your price, Nemetra?
You're almost there.
She puts down 1 more piece of gold.
And with that, Nemetra sweeps the gold into her hand and shoves it in a pouch on her hip. Go ahead. I am all yours.
What is the Torg route this week?
Let me check. And I think with that, she not shuffles back behind the bar, but to a corner of the bar where there's like a little calendar. And there's a little like wagon symbol on some of the days. And then like it's too small to read from where you are, but you can tell there's like a scribble under it of like, what 10 town it would be in. And she pours over that for a second and then she walks back over and is like, looks like they're gonna be in Cardinival tomorrow.
Cardinival tomorrow. Perfect. Do you know where they are after that, just in case?
Goes back to check the calendar and then walks back over and is like, Caer Konig.
Caer Konig. Okay. Thank you for your business. I appreciate
They'll
you.
be there for a couple days, though.
Okay. So Cardinival tomorrow and then Caer Konig? So Lyra kind of nods and kind of like pushes off the bar a little bit and heads back over to Helene's table.
And anyone who has an idea of the landscape, which I think would be Jude and Drac, it's about a 9 regular travel time to Cardinival from here is 9 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
That can what be. What time is it currently?
It's the evening right now, so it's probably about like nearing midnight.
Okay.
So
nearing like 10 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lyra kind of approaches them, and she goes, "We have to leave."
Right this very moment?
Yes. We have to leave right now.
Wait, you said you approached Helene?
Oh no, the table. Sorry, the table.
Leave?
I mean, Sure, I guess I'm ready. I might need to get some provisions real quick, but
Yeah, that's fine. We need to go. And like at this point, like none of them have seen Silvira in like her plan action like state.
Mhm.
And so it's very different from the kindness that she's shown to Nori and Azawu throughout the evening.
Mhm.
It's very like stoic in a lot of ways. So yeah, I just wanted to offer that information as well.
Yeah.
Nick just kind of stands up. He's not old, but he definitely stands up like with a bit of a with a bit of strain on his knee, kind of like slowly gets up and stretches and says, yeah, okay. I see if we're going to be how are we getting there? That's the first question.
Vanna, what are the modes of transportation?
Most people walk because there's not a lot available, and what's available costs money. If you can afford it, you can get a sled and dogs to pull it, or you can get an axe beak and use it as a pack animal or to pull a sled, or you can try and ride one, but I don't think that's what they're made for. So those are your options.
How far away?
9 hours, I think.
9 hours.
I'm assuming 9 hours is by walking, right?
There's this large road that passes through multiples of the town called the East Way. Goes so you're at sort of the bottom of Lac Denishir, and then it takes you all the way around the like eastern outside of the lake, or sorry, western outside of the lake. And then once you get around that huge thing, then you are there at Kier Denival. There used to be a ferry that was in East Haven that would take you to Kier Denival, but it is frozen in ice currently. So, and
Perfect.
Nyx would know that.
So at this point, hold on, sorry. I have an idea, but I want to check something real quick.
Here, I'll pull up let me see if I can pull up the world map in Roll20 really quick.
So Silvira at this point has decided that she does not want to walk. And so she goes over to what is probably the most drunkest person in the bar and would like to charm this person. Because the duration is an hour. She would like to charm this person.
Okay. Do you have
take
to
their pouch? I do have to roll for this.
Okay, I was gonna say, did they get a DC or anything?
I do have to roll for this. But I would like to charm this person, take their pouch, take the money that I need for the sled ride for us, and return the pouch to them. And we will be gone before they even realize what happened.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. What do you have to roll?
I have to cast charm person.
Okay.
So I'll cast.
And do they have a spell save for that?
These are wisdom statements, though.
Yeah, I think they have a wisdom.
And I've got the map up on screen if anybody needs it. And I think I sent it to all of you in Roll20.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
So if you're looking on the stream, this is East Haven where they are right now. And then this is Kier Denival on the top here of Lake Dinishir.
Think you'll need to know what Jude's spellcasting modifier is for the DC.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like
It didn't say whenever it cast in the chat.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
it should be right your charisma modifier.
Do I just click on charisma? Is that what happens?
If you can just, I think, just tell
say a save
Vanna
DC is
what
13.
it says.
I think your spell
I just looked
save
at- yeah.
DC is 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me pull up a commoner really quick.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. This is great. All right.
Wait, first spell of the game.
Ooh, that's right. Oh my god, they rolled a 2. That's unfortunate.
Fuck.
No,
Sorry.
that's a good thing.
That's good for you.
Oh, I thought me. I was like, no.
No, so yeah, they fall for your charm spell, and they are quite taken with you. Do you say anything in particular to them, or just cast it, or?
I cast it and then kind of just like toss my hair a little bit, and like ask them about their evening.
It's good. Did you see that guy through a table earlier? That was pretty exciting, right?
I did. Oh,
Yeah.
I could only wish that I could be as strong of a person as that man
Oh,
was.
I'm sure you're really strong.
Yeah.
I bet you're like really strong.
And she kind of like lays one of her hands on this person's like arm.
He just stops
then-
breathing.
And then her other hand is like going into his pouch
Mm-hmm.
and just counting. Like she knows the feel of what each piece feels like because she's done this so many times. She's counting all the
That's true.
pieces that she needs
Mm-hmm.
for like to go and come back, and also just in case they have to go to a different town. And then she like closes it and she tells him, she like leans over and she's like, you can find me in a few days. I might be back, I might not.
Okay, well, what's your name?
So Elvira.
Silveira, that's beautiful. I'm Todd.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Todd. Have a lovely evening.
Okay, bye.
Bye. And she kind of like heads on back over to the group and puts the money in her pouch. Okay, so do
Bye,
we want
Silveira.
she like hears
Silveira,
this
bye.
and kind of giggles.
You have a
I'll
friend?
miss you.
Okay. Whoa. Do you know him?
You could say as such. Do we want to take sleds or ice
Todd has
peaks?
started weeping.
What did you say to him?
I charmed him. Anyway, do we want sleds, Icewind beaks? What do we want? I'm not walking, so
How much did
I'm paying.
you get from? Well,
A
I was just
lot.
wondering how much you got from Tom.
Oh yeah, how much did I get
Let
from
me see.
the man's?
The man's.
my sugar daddy? How
No,
much?
I did not. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Listen,
Uh,
Silveira is just here to flirt and cause chaos. I don't know what y'all
respect
expected.
that. I
We love
respect
it.
that. You get 48 gold
So let's go.
from that pouch.
Okay, I need to do math.
48.
I need to do
Rich
math.
commoner.
Todd's got something going on.
Yeah,
48.
apparently.
Yo, let's go.
Oh,
Todd's
rich,
got
damn.
something going on. I think you came into town pretty soon after, and I don't think it's coincidence. Soon after the payouts for a lot of the week of fishing
Mhm.
came through, so
Absolutely.
people's pockets are full with knucklehead trout money. That
Oh,
good
yeah, Todd is a fellow
knucklehead
fisherman.
trout
Yeah, let's go.
money. Sorry, I'm just looking really quick how much sleds cost.
Nori kind of gives a yawn and should we sleep first?
I'm not against getting some rest.
I have a question for the GM. How long will it take for sleds? Is it also 9 hours?
It would half the time, so it would be
Oh, okay.
4.5.
I think we can get some rest because we are taking sleds. So if we would like to go get some rest, I
And
feel like
it'll
that.
cost, if you want to rent a sled, it's 20 gold per day.
Okay.
Or if you want to buy one, I'm sorry, to buy a sled is 20 gold per day. And to buy a dog is 50 gold. Not per day, but it's 50 gold. But you need at least 6 of them to pull one sled,
Fuck.
and that would only hold one person.
Great.
Maybe
wish you told me this.
Sorry.
Before I robbed him.
I feel like
Well.
you would have done it earlier anyway. So
That might be for future us.
Yeah.
How much was the Icewind beak? I know that there are
they're
various
50
modes
gold
trans-
to purchase, but again, they're not typically for riding. They're pack animals.
Perfect.
How many of those would that take? Do they pull sleds or is that like a?
One would pull a sled, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we saw one sled is only for one person. Okay.
Yeah, it's got like one driver spot on the back.
People can't like sit in laps or
You know what you could do is you could walk
no.
like everyone else.
No. What is the point of being a sorceress if I have to walk places? What is the point?
You
I mean, a
are
few more
you
levels
are
you
a
were to fly.
baby sorceress. You are owed nothing. You are owed nothing.
We are baboos.
Baboos.
We are babus. This is true.
I like walking.
We can walk.
I've been
But-
sitting fishing for a few hours. I could probably put in some cardio.
But sleep first.
What does
Sleep
Zawu
first.
have to say about all this?
First off, he was like running behind everyone taking notes. He was like, "So this is the power of deception." As he watched Silveira take all of Todd's coins, and he comes over to everyone and says, "Hey, since we know they're going to be in the second town for a few days, why are we rushing to the first?"
That's true.
I mean, I suppose if it is people's lives on the line, the sooner the better.
That's true.
You do know that that Carnival is food sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
So if Helene's theory is correct, which there's no guarantee that it is, then no one should be dying there. But you don't know if that's actually the truth or not.
Yeah, they don't do human sacrifices there, but at the same time, they're murdering people. There's no guarantee that there's actually like logic or plan behind it, let alone Helena's plan or logic.
Silveira kind of like takes a second to kind of like think and process. We can rest and then head off to the second town.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Where do we sleep?
At our homes.
Oh. She just
Narita,
gets
you can come with
quiet.
me. Narita, you can come with me.
Oh, okay.
So do
she
y'all
lights
have
back up again.
do y'all have houses, or do you have like a semi-permanent residence at like a local inn, or
Izawa doesn't. He just walks
Right,
over
yeah.
to Nyx and throws his arm over him and says, "Hey, so where do we live?"
We yeah, sure. I'll show you to my place. You can sleep on a bear rug or something. I don't know.
Silveira
Better-
kind of. Oh, go ahead.
Better than the cold nights that I've been used to. I appreciate it.
Silveira bounces around from inn to inn. She does favors for the innkeepers. So she gets to basically choose wherever she wants to sleep.
okay?
So she kind of like looks over at Nori and is just like, all right, come on. And like walks with like the group toward like where the inns are in town.
Mm-hmm. So y'all are kind of splitting up for the night.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be headed towards the White Lady Inn is where you're currently staying tonight, which
Yeah,
is
let's go.
one of the nicest of the inns in East Haven. So do y'all say anything before you depart each other?
Shall we meet at Wet Trout past twilight tomorrow?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm probably gonna be there a bit early anyway.
Okay. Nice to meet you all. See you soon.
It was an experience meeting you all.
Good night, Nyx.
Good night.
Good night, Izawa.
He's already walked off at this point.
What a weirdo!
You don't know where I live. Where are you going? Okay.
Luck, Nyx!
Oh my god. All right. I think on that beautiful note, we're going to take about a 10-minute break. So everybody can, the players and the viewers can take some time to get some water, some food if you need it, stretch your bodies, do the bios, take your meds, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thank you everybody so much for being here. And then Cass, if you could just mute your mics until we get back, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. See you soon, fam.
Bye-bye.
All right, and we are back. Welcome back on in, chat. Thank you so much for returning to us after that break. I hope you were able to take care of yourself, do something nice for yourself, something of that nature. Welcome back. And yeah, thanks to everybody who's supported the channel. Make sure you're also going and following all of our players. Here's direct links to their channels and to Drak's Twitter. But you can also find Drak as one of the leads over at Friends Who Roll Dice. So if we get a different caster man for Friends Who Roll Dice, I appreciate that. But yeah, is everybody back?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
back. My
sorry.
character sheet's not opening in Roll20 though.
Yeah, you might need to just
Samesies.
refresh the page.
I did, but it's not popping up.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
same.
Yeah, not for me either. That's all right. Just refer to it in another location, and we'll
Yeah,
Yeah, I got it elsewhere.
I do.
see if we can. Yeah, it's not. It's mad at me too.
Yeah, it's not bringing up like bio character sheet, like none of that. Page.
Yeah, it's a little
Weird.
angy.
A little
Weird.
angy. That's all right.
A little angy, which is okay.
It's all right. But yeah, welcome back. And yeah, again, shout out to Roll20 for providing us with all full access to the marketplace, and also to a top tier subscription to their services. Thank you to D&D Beyond for also hooking us up with all of the odds and ends on their website. Thank you to Dice Envy for supporting us. We'll have an affiliate code for you next episode. This is going to be every Tuesday at 3 p.m. ET, so tune in for that. And thank you so much to Wormwood that hooked us all up with some really sexy dice accessories. I mean, there's really no other way to put that other than sexy. It's what it is. So yeah, but welcome on in. Oh, and thank you for the raid, Dungeon for All. Good to have you here. And yeah, welcome. Let us get
Well, it's
back.
up again.
Huh?
Sorry,
Oh,
it's up again.
Roll20's up again.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
Oh,
Love that for us.
Yay.
Thank you, Jude.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, how are you feeling, players?
I'm good.
Good. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I'm having fun.
I'm vibing.
We love when y'all are vibing. That's what we want. I accidentally resized this window again, which is very cool.
Oh no.
For me,
Oh,
that's
no.
okay. It was an accident this time.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, let's get back into it. I will say, as you go to the White Lady Inn where you are staying, Silveira, and you are taking Nori with you. As you enter, this is not new to you, but the bard that is typically entertaining guests in the corner is on his usual thing, and he's sort of plucking at a fiddle and talking about the local legends of the town, which of course his favorite one to tell is about the White Lady, which is based on which is what the inn's namesake is based on, and he's plucking away at that and discussing that, and if you've stayed here before, you're familiar with this with this story that he's telling, and essentially it's like this man went on a boat with all of his treasure, and it ended up capsizing, and it's either because he saw the ghost of his dead wife, or there was so much treasure in his chest that it capsized the boat. And he loves to talk about how it's sitting down there at the bottom of Lake Denishire, just waiting for someone to take it.
Whoa.
And you can also see the owner of the tavern, who is this older woman, just rolling her eyes because she's there every night. So
Yeah.
if you've heard it a lot, imagine what she is going through right now. Let me make sure. I think I might need to refresh for the music really quick. There we go.
Okay.
I think it's working.
Yeah.
And yeah, do you acknowledge anything in the inn before you go up to bed?
I kind of wave at the innkeeper.
Okay, cool. She'll wave back, and there's just a quite like exhausted look in her eyes. But yeah, her name is Bardaban. And then
okay.
you know the bard is named Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Ooh, I love that. Okay.
Mhm.
So Laura kind of like
Ronaldo.
approaches the table that the owner is like sitting at or standing at. And she kind of just like leans on it a bit because she's tired at this point. It's been a long day. And she goes, Bardaban, I brought a friend. She'll be staying with me. Hi.
Bardaban eyes you up and down and is like, well, that's fine with me. I mean, you still only get the one room.
That's fine.
Are you two going to share the bed?
No, I'll probably take the floor. It's fine.
The floor?
Yeah.
Well, all right. I mean, do you have a bedroll or anything?
No, but if you would like to give me one, I'll take one. Oh wait, I might actually have one.
I
On
think
second thought.
I think I have one.
Well, I will lend you one, but I'll have to charge you for it.
That's fine. And Silvira kind of like laughs a little bit because she like all of the older like women in the town, Silvira like actually like truly admires and protects and cares for. It's kind of like her thing. And so she kind of like laughs a little bit. And this is the first time that like she's kind of like laughed all day or like smiled
Mhm.
like really big all day. And it's kind of like her little like walls kind of come down when it comes to like the older women in town or people that she respects. So she kind of like laughs a little bit. She's like, I'll pay for it, Bardaban. Don't worry.
All right. Well, just make sure you're comfortable. That ultimately is all that matters.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You two have a good night. If you need me, I'll just be down here with Ronaldo again.
It's Ronaldo telling the same story, Bardaban.
He's telling the same story.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's just, like, we get it. You love the white lady.
She
We
is
get
beautiful. She is beautiful.
She's beautiful, but she's dead. You can't kiss a ghost. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can't kiss a ghost.
I mean, Bardaban, there are necromancers that can fulfill that dream for Ronaldo.
That's dark magic, Silveira, and I don't appreciate you bringing it up in front of
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I take it back.
And look at Ronaldo. Does he look like he does necromancy? Or knows
No.
anyone who does? Ronaldo's like bouncing around in the little stage in the corner, just like...
You know, you're right.
I love him.
I wouldn't want to exactly bring someone back from the dead to curse them to that. So,
Well, then maybe he'd finally shut up if he got to kiss a ghost.
that's true.
Listen,
can find a
Ronaldo's
ghost or two.
just a streamer telling the same stories to all the new people who come in.
Why did you attack
know?
all of us, Misha?
Yeah, right. Like, what the fuck? What the frick?
Offensive of you. All right. Anything else from you two?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Nish, good. Okay. Then we're gonna, as y'all climb the stairs to Silvira's room, we'll cut back to Drac. Nick's rolling up to his house. And do you want to describe it at all when we open the door and pop in?
Yeah, so on the outside it's mainly wooden. He probably like got it for cheap from someone. And on the inside it's just a clutter of probably like fishing gear. He's got like a small bear rug, probably bought it from someone. He doesn't seem like the type who would go hunting on his own. With a little fireplace just in front of it, and just it's basically like a 2-room house, and that's basically split in half. One half is like the quote unquote living room, and the other is just his bedroom. And
It's a studio apartment.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah. The fantasy studio apartment. Yeah, so he kind of like opens the door and lets Izawu in. Welcome to my humble abode.
Zawu, you got anything to say?
So Zawu takes his shoes off at the door. He walks in, he looks around, he's like, kind of small, but nice place you got here. We did keep the ale.
I usually don't. I only drink at. I don't have any ale here.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. So Izawu then just kind of just like immediately just plops to the floor and starts stretching. And as he like kind of like stretches out his feet, they kind of give off this rancid, awful smell. As in,
Yeah.
he just like he hasn't kept up with them in ages.
Oh no.
You need like. No, we just met, and I don't want to be rude, but
Oh no,
You
this
need-
is your place.
do you need to have a bath? Do you want to have a bath? I can draw a bath. We can boil some water.
Where I'm from, this smell is actually just like it's an endearment type thing, you know. So like, you know, the you take in the wafts, and then the stronger someone smells, it's usually like the more comfortable they are, you know.
It's an endearment thing. What the
I
hell?
I'm very sensitive to smell, and I appreciate the sentiment behind it, but where I'm from, if you're gonna smell something, it'd at least be a bit more pleasant. You sure you don't want me to run you a bath?
About that, can we like negotiate something else? I don't necessarily think I should be taking a bath here. Okay, all right. No more games. I'm gonna come clean. Nix,
Come clean? Yeah, okay, this is worrying. I just let you into my house. Okay, yeah.
can I trust you?
I mean, it depends what you're about to tell me.
Can I trust you?
Fine, yes.
All right, so Izawa opens up that giant sack that he has and pulls out a robe, a completely second outfit. And he kind of just like turns around and shakes his face, and he's just appearing to be in a completely different person. Says, I'm a shapeshifter.
Changing. Okay. Nick's just kind of like, oh god, okay. I thought today was okay, yeah. Is your real name Izaru, or is that also like, is that a pseudonym?
Izawa, it was see, now there was this guy, right? And his name was Iwazu, and I couldn't quite think of a name, so I just kind of like took his name and just turned it around, you know. Yeah, I know this is heavy. I know this is a lot to take in right now, but
No, I've heard of changelings. I know that they're a thing. I just met you, and I'm already learning that my first impression of you was quite literally a lie.
Hey, look, I'm new here. I'm trying to learn what I can to fit in, you know. Please don't tell anyone else.
Sure. Yeah, no, I guess it's not really my place to say anything. Just another question, just to make sure, because you know we are kind of like looking for a murderer. You're not hiding for any reason in particular, like murder.
I can't tell you that, but please trust me. I'm not a murderer.
You know what? Yeah, okay, fine. I've been in much more unsavory company. I'm fine with this, okay? Just know, if you do try to kill me, it'll be between me and you, and I can't throw tables, but I can defend myself.
All right. Completely elated, Izawa gets out this weird yelp and just immediately runs to the shower, finally being able to shower in peace.
I'll boil the water for you. Okay. Just
All right.
Nick hasn't.
Did you just
not
take
sure
all
how
his
to
clothes
process
off
this.
and just run to
Yeah,
the
it just
bath?
it just drops the clothes in the living room and just runs to the bath.
Oh my god. Just booty out. Okay. Can you roll a d20 for me?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have to do that in...
You can also just Google roll dice and it'll bring up a digital one, or if you have a physical one.
Yeah.
I can roll it in the roll 20, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do like /roll 1d20.
And then there's also
I
that
believe so,
dice
yeah.
icon in the toolbar on the left side. You can just click that and click a d20 as well. Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
Your
Let's go.
butt is looking really good.
Nick is taking her back at first, and he sees his butt. It's like,
That's a good butt. That's a good butt. and it scurries off to the shower, and we leave with that beautiful butt burned into our eyes, and Nyx's expression as he takes it in. How does Nyx feel about that butt?
I mean, it's a good butt.
It's a good butt.
Good set of cheeks. I can't
A
deny
good
that.
set of cheeks. And with that, I think we fade out on that scene, and the night passes uneventfully. Everybody is awakened in the morning, gathers everything that they need, and as discussed, meets back up at the Wet Trout. So I think y'all have assembled out front of the Wet Trout at this point.
Good morning.
Morning.
How'd you
No.
sleep?
We got to know each other. I mean, that was fun, I
Oh, great.
suppose.
Great. Good. Are you now deciding that you are a part of our group, or are you just tagging along, or like what's going on?
I kind of feel like you might need the help you can get, so I suppose I'll be part of the group.
Listen, if you're not like all in, like I don't want it. So you
Oh
can
yeah,
either
but I want the
decide.
gold.
Okay, great. You know that also comes with loyalty and being part of the group, correct?
Yeah, like I said, it seems like you need the help, so I'm gonna help and get the gold.
Great. If you betray our trust, there will be hell to pay. That's all I have to say about that. Anyway, so we are walking, correct?
Silveira coming
me?
for Nyx for no reason. You stole from him.
Yeah, right.
I trust him. I think she's still like a little kind of salty about the fact that like when Helene and Nemetra both said, "Oh, so you're a part of the group," and Nyx was the only one that said no. I think that Silveira, like low key, is still kind of like a little bit
her
wounded about
feelings
it.
are hurt.
Yeah, her feelings are hurt.
Oh my god, you better apologize, Nyx.
I mean, wait, let me just check my wisdom. My wisdom's pretty low. I don't think it's like emotionally intelligent enough to realize that. So
Probably true. What's her deal? Love this. Perfect. So does anybody want to do or say anything else before y'all head out towards Caer Danival?
I think all that is really different about Nyx is that he's got his weapons out. So he's got before he was just walked in because he just finished fishing, so he didn't really need any weapons, but he's all geared up now, got like a little rucksack, I guess, with all of his gear in it, and a holster with his blunderbuss on his hip, and a saber on his other side. And you can tell he's still got his mismatched like kind of pirate gear and winter clothing, but you can probably tell that this probably comes with the pirate set.
Yeah. Love it. Anybody else?
Izawa kind of like walks over to Nyx and says, "Remember, you promised."
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't really see how I gain anything from telling anyone, and two, I don't want to put you in that kind of situation. That's a bit awkward.
Sweet.
Silveira kind of notices this exchange, but it's just not going to say anything because she doesn't feel like dealing with it for 9 hours. So, like, it's not that she doesn't want to know. It's just that she doesn't want to deal with it for 9 hours and the days to come. So she's
Yes.
just like, okay.
Love that. Perfect. All right. Well, with that, y'all set out walking down the east way towards Caer Danival. And it is going to take you a solid 9 hours. It's pretty uneventful. I think let's just do a check-in at like 4 hours. Like, how is everyone feeling about the journey so far? It's a lot of slogging through snow. Even though the East Way is a road, you know, there's fresh snow almost daily. So it's still a bit of a drag to get through. So how's everybody feeling? How are spirits and things like that?
think-
Nori's feeling pretty good. She's been looking around, taking everything in. She hasn't been down this road before, so any tree she passes, she looks at and gives a little wave to.
She
Any
waves
animals-
at the tree?
yeah. Any trees, any animal. Do we pass any? Are there like animals kind of scampering
Yeah,
about
every
at
now and
all?
then you'll see like a snow fox sort of jump out of the snow and land to try and
Aw.
catch something, and then if they clock you, they're just gonna scurry away.
Aw.
Yeah.
Cool. Nori will like give a little wave to them, maybe like take a step towards them to say hi, but then we'll see her and like scamper off, and she just looks kind of sad and goes back to the group. But he's walking and just taking everything in. She's used to being in the snow, so she's doing pretty good.
Awesome.
Nix is doing pretty good as well. He's a shifter, so here's kind of the traits he kind of takes on is I choose a Siberian Husky because I just love Siberian Huskies, and also they're
Ooh.
pretty used to the snow, like
Mhm.
cold anyway. So yeah, he's just trudging along. I think he's more annoyed that they couldn't get a sled than anything else. So at this point, he's like, maybe.
Oh my
should
god,
go
you
do
could have
something.
helped
I don't
pull
want
the
to."
sled.
Wait, you turn into a dog?
I know he's not doesn't turn into a dog. Shifters they're like werewolves, but don't go full werewolf. It's like that. They go from fairly human to that like weird transition in between
A
human
furry.
and werewolf. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, Nix is a furry.
Cool.
I love that for him.
Awesome. Anybody else, striking up any conversation or doing anything on the route?
Izawa was like taking notes, writing down things, getting dangerously close to animals, smelling everything.
Getting
Eating-
dangerously close to animals.
Yeah, it's just like getting right on top of them, writing things down, how they smell.
There's
tasting
just like
berries.
a fox in the snow like this. Like,
Zawi could just leave the fox alone. It would just mind its own business. Okay.
Any animal comes by, Nori and Izawa both are just like, oh, hi.
I love that. I think it is worth noting though that Nyx and Azawu, you do clock that neither Nori or Silveira are wearing cold winter clothing, which is basically a necessity for anyone that lives in Icewind Dale because the temperatures are typically like around -30 Fahrenheit. So
Leave us alone.
I think that honestly, no, that's
You
true.
do
that
not perceive.
Nyx would
You
definitely
do not
notice
perceive.
that. I think Nyx would probably like
mhm.
look at Silvera and then Nori, and then kind of remembers that Silvera doesn't seem to be much of a fan of Nyx, but he's gonna ask anyway, and just goes, "Hey, I need to ask.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Yes.
How are you? I'm very bundled up. I'm pretty hairy as it is, but even then, I still need to bundle up to keep warm. You're not. How?
She kind of like shrugs a little bit. And she's just like, my robe's plenty warm. My tights are plenty warm. I'm fine.
That doesn't.
Yeah, it's a little chilly, but
But it's not
Not-
it's not
not-
it's not the
not too
worst.
bad. No.
It's not the worst I've experienced.
People die fairly often of frostbite, and you're walking around with just tights on. You say it's not a big deal.
I'm well aware that people die of frostbite, considering that my parents did in a blizzard. So thanks for that.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do. So can we just bring this up again? I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So I walk over to Nyx and whisper in his ear, "This is why you don't ask too many questions."
I just wanted to know how they were doing it, because if I could as well, I would like that. I don't want to wear this many layers. It's uncomfortable.
Hey, that's what we're here for. I'm trying to learn how to stop this myself, see what these animals are doing. Like, how are they staying warm through all of this? Maybe if we can learn something from them. Maybe Silveira knows something.
You can ask. I'm not getting involved again.
No. There's a time and a place, and now is not the time or the place.
Ugh, I don't think there will be ever a time or place that I didn't know about that. I wouldn't have mentioned anything about frostbite if I knew about that.
You know, maybe like somewhere warmer, you know, like when everyone's not cold and probably agitated. See, look
Hey,
at
that's
this
what I was
notebook here.
about.
Look at this notebook here. These are the things that I've studied from these people. You know, just there's certain environments to ask certain questions, and this is not the environment to ask this question.
You study people awfully close.
I gotta fit in somehow, you know.
I need to ask you something later because that is very unnerving. But yeah, you know what? You're right. Not the place all the time. He just bites his tongue and just keeps walking after that.
After like a little bit, like Silveira kind of like calms down because like I think she's not used to people asking about it because people usually aren't as perceptive, and so they aren't so straightforward in asking like, hey, how come you're not freezing or dead? So she kind of like calms down a bit, and she kind of like just like reaches into her like pouch / backpack thing and has these little like kind of like the little hand warmer things that they sell in like the markets or whatever, and that she has like 2 of them. So she hands one to each of them. Here,
Oh, thank you.
they'll help with the coldness in your hands.
And one to
You should put them in your
Azawa
pockets.
too.
Yeah, and one to Asawa as well.
No.
I appreciate it.
Zabu like licks it at first.
Don't lick it. Don't. She like sees him going for it, and she's like, "No."
Wait, does she put her hand in front of it and gets her hand licked?
Yeah.
Drop it. Drop it. No.
She like makes eye contact with him. She's like holding her hand like literally against his mouth at this point. Don't lick it. It's probably not advisable to put random things in your mouth, especially things from just brand new acquaintances. Okay?
I thought we were friends. Can I not trust you?
We are friends. Just don't lick the things that I give you without asking first.
But it's usually how I learn the
No,
smell and the taste of everything.
You didn't ask.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you went into my house. Did you lick anything?
Did you lick things? Is that what?
Yes. Your fireplace tastes like cinnamon.
Wait, what?
Not the fire itself, but the outside.
Yeah, no, I figured.
You take very good care of your place, Nick.
I try, and now I have a feeling I have to go back and clean it because you just licked everything. Okay.
Getting back to topic, Azawa, please don't lick this. Just put it in your pocket. Do what I said.
I will trust you.
Thank you. Use your other senses, maybe preferably not ingesting it.
He just casually puts it in his pocket.
Thank you.
He like keeps looking down at it.
Just thinking about it.
Nori just watches this exchange and is like, no licking. Okay.
I love how Silveira and Nyx both have like people like pets have told them not to lick things at this point.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine. It's
boy.
normal. Nothing weird or notable about it.
Nothing weird at all.
Nothing weird. Awesome. Well, you carry on that. You have a number of exchanges like that and stretches of silence as you walk, but you eventually enter into Care Denival, and I've put that up in roll 20 for y'all to look at. And I'll bring it up for chat too. No licking.
No licking.
No.
Please no licking, please.
So yeah, you're entering from here. So you're coming into the town on the most western side, and off, if you look down the road this way, you can see a number of structures, and at the very end is a very like dilapidated inn that has a sign hanging from the front of it that's become unhinged that you can kind of make out says Denev's Rest. And then if you look up this way, you mostly just see small shops, regular houses for people, and you can just tell if you haven't been here before just by the size of it that the population's pretty low. It's all condensed sort of into this strip that goes along the Eastway. So what do you do? Oh, and sorry, and this is up on a hill. You can see the Care, which is the castle that the 10 town is named after. So from where you come in, you have a very good eye line of that because it's up on a mountain, or not like a mountain, but like a tall hill that overlooks the entirety of the 10 town. What do y'all do?
So when you said like down south-ish, you said it was like an inn, right?
Yeah, it's very dilapidated though. It's abandoned.
Okay. Oh, abandoned. Okay.
Love that for us.
Yeah, I love it for you too.
Oh, thanks, GM. Appreciate it.
What do you guys do?
So we are looking for
Talks, basic talks, right?
Yeah, merchants.
Torgs, traveling
Mhm.
merchant. Yeah.
They travel by
Okay.
sea, yes? Vanna?
Nope. It's mostly lakes in this part, in this region, and most of them are frozen completely over, or
Love that.
the majority, which is why you couldn't take the ferry to Caer Denivod.
Okay.
We probably
Where-
could go over to one of the shops. I'm sure one of the shopkeepers know about where Talk sets up whenever they visit.
Mhm.
Sure. What kind of shop do you think you want to pop into for help?
Oh, are there options, or can I just pick anything?
I mean, we'll see. Tell me what you're looking for.
You know what? I want to see there's a potion seller. You know, a potion store.
Ooh.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, if you walk down this way a little bit, you see a tiny little building, and the sign says Polly's Potions.
Love that.
And it looks like the sign was hand painted, and it kind of still looks wet.
Wait, okay.
I don't trust that. Insight check. 'Cause I'm scared.
Insight check? Okay, you can roll that.
Oh no, we
Oh.
can roll it. I was just kind of just like, I don't trust that.
You get that information for free, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is that an actual potion shop?
Are you asking
Hey,
me?
let's go.
Yeah, I'm asking Vanna.
You could do an insight check.
Said I get the information for free.
The information I already told you.
Yeah, the wet paint.
The wet paint.
I mean, I'll roll for insight. I don't.
You might go in too and just see.
Oh, that's also true. I rolled already though, so
What'd you get?
22.
Oh, it is a potion shop, but are the potions legit?
Someone else do an insight check.
I mean, we have to go
you
inside to
scored
figure
really
it out.
high. That 22 is like, if you were gonna know something, you're gonna know something. So
You know what he's out
that's
with
you
the
know.
check.
What'd you say, Jay?
I said, you don't want Izawu to check.
Oh,
No,
God,
please don't lick the
Please
sign.
don't lick it. Don't lick
Or the
anything in
We
the
all,
potion
we
store.
all
Now that I
like
think
look
about
over
it.
at him. Like I look over at him when I realize that the paint is wet, and
And
I
I look over at him when I realize it's a potion store where you probably don't want to ingest anything just yet.
Lick the
I-
wet paint.
No, I look at him and I go, Azawu,
Don't worry, it only takes once for me to learn my lesson.
thank
That
you.
isn't. Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, what? What were you gonna say?
Nothing. 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 Smiles knowingly on GM.
No licking. At least not in a potion shop.
Do y'all go in the potion shop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
Okay, you
makes a little bit.
I follow.
you open the door, and when you open the door, a bucket falls over, and then when you hear like the scrambling in the back room, and the person from the back room comes out, and it's this like gnomish woman, and she has Coke bottle glasses on, and her hair is like frizzy and disheveled, and she goes, "Oh, customers! It seems my new doorbell did the trick."
Your doorbell? It was.
She points at the bucket. "I can hear you come in because the bucket fell over. Genius, right?"
That is very smart.
"Thank you. Now, how can I help you today?"
We were just gonna ask. I think Torgs is arriving today or has already set up today. Do you know where we can find that marketplace?
Her face absolutely sinks.
We could buy something off you to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean that would help me out a lot. You know, it's kind of rude to come into a place of business to ask about another place of business. You know, we sell kind of the same things, but I sell them at a reasonable price. Torgs is going to really, really ram you with the price increase, and I won't do that. I'm honorable.
Polly, can you tell me about your potions?
Yes, here they are. This is a potion, and this is a potion.
What
and
do they
also
do?
that is a potion. What do you want them to do?
That's not how potions work.
Well, you don't know that. Are you a potion smith?
No, but I'm a sorceress. So what do your potions do? And at this point, Silvira's kind of like straightened herself. Because like before she was kind of like a little relaxed, but now she's like a little bit more like rigid as she's standing there and like looking at the older woman.
Well, could I interest you in a healing potion? Perhaps if you get into a bit of a tussle, that would be helpful. Not that you would. You seem like respectable people, other than how rude you were about where the other stores are in this town.
I'm very sorry about that.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
And Izal was just like casually pointing to his notebook, looking at Nyx. Remember, question timing.
Oh, which one is healing?
Polly turns around and is like, this one! Holds it out for Nori.
Can I look at it to see if it is actually a healing potion?
Yes, roll for Arcana.
Okay. Hello?
Oh no.
What'd you get?
Hey, first crit fail.
First critical one of the campaign.
You're like, this is the most beautiful, absolutely, definitely healing potion I've ever seen in my life.
Wow. I'll take it.
Okay, 50 gold.
Oh.
So much.
That's the regular price for a healing potion. You
No,
try
yeah,
and
that
go
is
get
the
one from
regular.
Torg. She'll charge you twice as much.
This is money again. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, money. Exchange of goods for services or something.
She goes in, finds her coins, takes them, counts it out. I do not have that much. I am sorry.
Well,
Sets
she
it back
snatches
down.
it back. How much do you have?
I have 5 gold.
5. Well,
Yes.
I was going to offer a discount, but I can't go offering those kinds of discounts. I'll go out of business.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Just
Polly,
kinda
what's
goes
in your-
back, looking
what's in-
around?
Oh, sorry. Silvira
good.
kind of like at this point is just like watching this exchange and it's like, what the actual hell is going on?
Well, if you're not going to buy anything, I don't think I know where Torgs is.
What's in your healing potion?
Health.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god, that took me. Okay.
I need you to know that
How
I
bad
had
was
to
it?
mute my mic because I started screaming.
19.
Oh, yeah. That's not what's in it. You can tell with that insight check that Polly has genuinely no idea what's in the potion.
Does she believe it is health potion though? Because like she can be a seller but not a manufacturer. Does she believe it's health potion?
I don't know if she has. I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, just making sure. Okay.
It's like a real snake oil salesman kind of situation.
Darlings,
Polly.
I think. Oh, go ahead. Next, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And I kind of whispered to Silvera, yeah, it's not a health potion, but I don't think we're gonna get information out of her in any other way.
I think we should leave. I think we should go to a different store. Maybe a tavern, if there's one in town.
Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Silveira kind of like takes the potion from Nyx and like hands it back to Polly, but like tries not to make any contact with her, so she just like drops it in her palm. And she just goes, "Thank you for your help this afternoon, but we will be going elsewhere. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope that we do not cross paths again." And she like makes her exit out of the store.
Nice to meet you.
Her face just stays
out.
scrunched as she like squints at them as they leave. Does everybody just exit?
I mean, Nyx will slide her 2 gold coins and be like, I am really sorry about mentioning someone else's business just walking. I know that's not her
Really
potion,
rude.
but
It's
like
really
I'm really sorry
rude.
about that. Sorry.
That's
he just,
also rude. Don't come in here and tell me what my products are and aren't.
I mean, you're not very I don't think you're very convinced either.
I think you owe me a couple more coin if you're going to continue on this route of rudeness.
Nyx, let's go. So Silveira's like outside of the store, and we're all like out there, and Nyx is the only one still in the store.
I gave you some coins out of the goodness of my
Nyx.
heart. I don't know anything else. Bye. And he's like, heads up.
And I think as the door closes behind you, she had the potion in her other hand and she just squeezes it and it shatters. Because even the glass was of low quality.
Checks out.
All right, y'all are back out on the street. What do you do?
Is there a tavern anywhere in town?
As you exit the shop, you can kind of see just a little signpost down here, but you can't read it from where you're at.
I think there's a tavern to the north, if we feel like trekking that way.
Yeah, I think we can go. That tavern's a pretty good place for information.
I have been here before. I've been around the 10 towns, so I have been here before. So
Okay, you would
I'll
probably
see.
know then.
Yeah, I probably know. So I'll see if someone's working that I know, but let's head over there anyway.
Yeah. sounds good.
Everybody's down with that?
Yeah.
All right, as you turn the corner to go to the uphill climb, which is the local watering hole, this comes into view, maybe. You see
Oh.
Torg's Traveling Mercantile. It is set up on the other side of the Eastway towards Caer Konig, in between the uphill climb and some of these residential buildings. There are tents set up. They've got poles, and the tents at the top are heavy with snow, but they're bearing the weight. And then behind the tents, you can see 3 sleds. 2 of them are empty, as if the goods from those sleds were being emptied out onto the tables under the tents. And then one of them is still laden with items. And you kind of assume like that's the people who are working the mercantile, like their personal items, since they're not unpacked, and possibly like backup stores of product and things like that. But you see Torg, who is a halfling, a sturdy a sturdy shield dwarf, and then you also see 4 sort of just like generic winter clothing clad helpers. You can't really see their eyes, they're like totally bundled up. And then you see Sethik, and let me pull Sethik up for you really quick. Y'all can see that?
Yeah.
And he ooh.
Can I steal his blade?
You can certainly try. So Sethik is a human. He's about in his 30s. He has dark hair that is pulled back into a ponytail with sort of silvery sides. And he's wearing what you would recognize, Nyx, as sort of pirate regalia. It's familiar of something you would have seen in Luskan, of people who are from there wearing. And you also clock that, like Silveira and Nori, he's not wearing winter clothing. He is wearing just like a nice vest, pants, and boot, and even his sleeves on his undershirt are rolled up to reveal bare skin. And as he turns to greet you as you approach, you do see, as Helene was talking about, that sort of ethereal blue glow glint that he has to his eyes. And yeah, anything you want to do before you approach the people at the tents?
Ooh. I mean, I think
Question: Did you say this town was one that does do the human sacrifices?
Food.
Or
They sacrifice
this one's
food.
food. Okay, gotcha. Okay, continue.
I think seeing that he's wearing like kind of pirate regalia,
Mhm.
and it's like he probably has like a scarf or something to bundle up, and just kind of pulls it a bit higher up, just hide a bit more of his face, just in case.
Okay, yeah. Just in case they recognize you.
Just in case. I mean, yeah. To be honestly, yeah.
All right.
You never know.
You never know. Beans, it is 5:30. She's like, dinner now?
Time.
No, it never has been and it never will be. But as you approach then, if no one else has anything else that they're doing, oh my god, I forgot her name. Torga will call out to you and be like, "Hail and well met travelers! Can I interest you in some of our wares?"
Hi. Nori
Ora.
walks up and looks at the wares. What do you have?
Well, we have all the basics you could want. We have wood for warmth and fire. We have oils for warmth and fire. Healing potions. I don't know. What are you looking for? I'm sure we can make something happen.
Oh, I can make fire myself. Potions are nice though. How much for your potion?
Well, I just have healing potions, but they're 100 gold apiece.
Oh, I just went over this. I don't have enough.
Well, we have a limited supply, you understand, so we have to charge a premium price.
Could I interest you in maybe some berries?
No, you cannot.
Oh. Okay. Do you have anything else?
Well, we have the wood. I've got flint and tinder. A lot of this seems unnecessary for you since you can make fire, apparently, but
Yes.
blankets, furs, no offense. You know, we've got some ale. It's not really quality stuff, but medicine? What?
I have that too. I think I am good.
We have poison if you've got like a rodent problem.
Ooh.
Rodent problem.
How much for that?
2 silver.
I think I have that. Do I have any? I'm trying to think if I have any experience with poison and if I could like tell if it is poison. I have like experience with medicine and various concoctions.
Yeah, I think
but
if you
look
wanted
at
to
it-
do a medicine or an arcana check, I would take either of those.
Okay, I'll do a medicine check to see what I think it is. God, it's a 7.
A 7. Yeah, you eye it and it's like I don't know, it's not like a poison you've ever seen, but it certainly looks like a poison. It's sort of like a really, really dark green in the bottle and rather viscous.
Okay, I will take that. And so that would be 2 silver. So I would, oh God, math. I have 5 gold. So I would have 4 gold and 8 silver left after.
Perfect.
doing that.
Torga will take your money and swiftly hand it off to one of her helpers, and they'll move over to the laden sled behind the tents and sort of secure it in a lockbox back there, and then lock it back up.
Oh,
Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
business. Can I help anyone else here?
nice to meet you.
No, I'm just with the tabaxi.
I think Nex will approach at this point.
Okay.
because I kind of threw it out in the air that Nix has bought a fishing rod from Torga, so it's gonna be like he's gonna approach and just say, "Morning, Torga. First of all, I want to say thank you for the fishing rod. It's actually doing way better than my old one. So
Do I
appreciate
know
that."
you?
Yes, I bought a fishing rod from you the last time you came over East Haven.
Do you know how many rods I sell in a month even? It's
No.
the main enterprise out here. You think you're special?
No,
That's right.
I just was trying to be pleasant.
Oh, well, I'm not here to be pleasant. I'm here to sell my wares. So if you're not going to buy anything, if you could move aside for the paying customers, I'd really appreciate it.
Okay.
I think at this point, Sethik, who is standing behind, takes a step forward, crosses his arms, and squints his eyes at you. Doesn't say anything.
Nix kind of just raises a hand. It's like, don't mean any harm. I'll turn away. And he just kind of walks back to Silveira and Nori and I mean, where is
where's
Izawa doing
Izawa?
anything? Yeah.
So Izawa noticed the green stuff, or whatever color it was that Noridi bought, and he just goes over to ask her, "Hey, so what is that?"
It's poison for vermin.
Huh? Can it help with chest pains?
No, it's not medicine. It's poison.
I'm sorry, I just don't really know the difference. I'm still learning these things. I apologize.
Do you want medicine or a healing potion? I have those.
I've heard your healing potion prices, and that's kind of a lot. It's like just a little bit out of my price range.
Well,
so-
maybe you can go say hi to Polly for me then.
Who's Polly?
The potion seller in town?
Oh, the crazy old bat. Oh, yes. Who?
No
I don't think her
arguments here?
potions- I don't think her potions were. You know what? I'm just gonna go.
Great.
At this point, Silveira kind of just like takes a deep breath because she's had enough. She's just like, friends, it is getting late. We should probably head to the tavern if we're planning on getting any seating by the bar at this point.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And
Good.
kind of like as we're walking
Yeah.
off, Nori is just kind of looking at Sethik and just kind of taking him in because we were told about like his bright blue eyes and that he doesn't wear all the winter clothing. Does she notice anything about him that we haven't already seen? Anything he's doing? Anything he's carrying?
You can do an insight check for me.
Insight or perception?
I mean, do you want to know more about like his character, like the content of his character, or do you want to physically perceive something like on his body?
Yeah, I was more like physically perceiving anything he's carrying.
Okay, yeah, you can roll
or
a perception.
doing,
I'll allow that.
basically, yeah. Oh, sorry, I have to tell you what it is. 15. That's better than my other roll.
15.
Let's go, Misha.
All right. Let me roll for him really quick. Yeah, with a 15, you notice this sort of strange thing that Sethik is doing with his hand. He's sort of doing it like his arms are crossed behind his back and he's staring very up straight. But behind his back, he's sort of flexing his fist, and every time he flexes it, a blade of ice sort of appears, and then as soon as he unflexes it, it seems as almost it like retracts, and then doesn't exist, and it's just sort of this like subconscious nervous habit he's doing, but the blade will just appear, then disappear, appear,
And it appears
disappear.
icy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yo,
Okay,
Wolverine,
cool.
what's up?
What's up? So yeah, anything else, fam?
Can I do an insight check?
On what?
On Sethik.
What are you trying to perceive?
I'm just trying to like. I guess I'm trying to like perceive the relationship between Torga and Sethik at this point.
Okay, yeah, you can roll insight for me.
Yo, let's go.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
22.
Ooh,
22.
okay. With a 22, you can definitely discern that their relationship is professional. They don't really seem to regard each other in between sales or sales pitches. Sethik is very just straight ahead focused. Torga, meanwhile, is like going around fussing with items or helping customers or telling like the other bodyguards like where to stand or, you know, chastising them for not being more like aware or anything like that. And Sethik seems unfazed and uninterested by all of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And what time is it about now?
So it was 9 hours. Y'all left at the beginning of twilight, which is around 10 a.m. So we're probably looking at like 8 or 9 p.m. So the aurora is probably going to kick up in like an hour.
Cool.
When does Torgs close or like close?
10?
They close when the
10.
aurora starts.
When the roll starts.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hour-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool. So,
So
head to tavern. Sorry, continue.
I don't know. Yeah, we're probably heading to the tavern. I don't know if when I do
Mhm.
anything as we walk, but next we'll probably be saying so from what Helena said, Sethik kind of does his own thing after Torgs is closed, and that's probably the best time to at least keep an eye on him, see if we can figure anything out from there.
Yes. So maybe tavern, then
Tavern, food.
sneak around to follow?
Yeah.
Sethik?
Yeah. Sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
That's good.
Okay.
All right. So y'all roll up to the tavern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. This tavern is called the Uphill Climb. It is the only tavern in town. And compared to the Wet Trout, it is incredibly empty and remarkably disheveled. There is a bartender, the tavern owner, standing behind the bar, who is slumped over on the bar with his head in his hands when you enter, but sits up very quickly when he hears the door close and goes, "Oh, hello, welcome, welcome to the Uphill Climb. What can I get you?"
An ale for all of us, right? And then he looks at Nori and is like,
Water for me.
I'll
Y'all
take
do-
an ale.
Do you do food?
Here's the thing is that we only do food.
Okay, perfect.
I don't have any ale. I only have chowder. Just chowder is the only thing I sell.
What kind of chowder?
Knucklehead trout chowder.
Okay.
Oh, that
yeah,
sounds good.
okay.
Great. You're not
Uh,
leaving?
No.
And you see
Is
this
that-
like warmth wash across his face.
Oh.
What were you gonna say, Jane?
I was gonna say Izawa kind of like leans into Sylvestra and asks, "Hey, what's chowder?"
Chowder is like more than a soup, less than a solid. Kind of like pudding, but warm.
So like a
Uh,
chunky soup.
Kind of
Yeah,
like pudding.
like a chunky soup.
I just like you have microwaved pudding right now, and I hate my life.
That's gross.
You can lick it.
Finally, something we can lick.
Yay!
Yay!
Nori sits down, and I'm excited to try new food.
You've
I
never
sit down
had
next to Nori.
you've never had knucklehead chowder? It's kind of knucklehead chowder is very prominent in most dishes. I'm surprised you haven't had in chowder form.
Not
I
really.
think I just had my first at the other tavern, so this will be my second.
What did you eat before?
Oh, what do you eat? I was going to ask Izawa as he started talking.
Well, I just usually just get whatever they recommend for me. I've never had this chowder stuff before though, so this is new. Sometimes had trout, knucklehead trout, but not like this. Usually just like, just kind of like put a stick through it and just like hold it over the fire and just, just churn it a little bit, This is fancy. I kind of like the way this looks. This looks
Fancy? Nick kind of looks around and like,
Yeah,
"This is
Rourke
fancy."
Rourke sets the bowls in front of y'all and collects a silver from each of you and is just like, well, thank you. It's our signature dish. Mostly because we don't have anything else, but also because it's good. So go
Is it
ahead.
a family recipe?
Yes.
I don't like the sound of that. Me
Yes,
asking questions.
my mother taught it to me when I was a wee boy, and I've just been making mama's chowder ever since.
Nori takes a bite. Is it good?
Let me roll for chowder.
Oh no.
Oh, I rolled a natural one. Oh no. Misha, can you roll a con save?
Oh no.
Oh,
Our
no.
first con save. How fun.
Oh, thank
15.
God.
15? Okay,
Mhm.
you kind of feel something start to come up, but you swallow it back down and you're fine.
That's great.
What do you think?
It's not very good.
What do you mean?
It tasted like I was going to bring it back up.
Well, that's rude.
I mean, I did not mean to.
Well, if you don't want it, I'll take it back.
Well, you have our silver. You can't just take it back.
Well, if you don't want it.
I mean, do you
I
want to
mean-
taste?
Do
And then Nick kind of slides his bowl over to him. I mean, you can taste it.
Yes, I love this chowder, so I will take a taste. Thank you. Pulls a spoon out from under the bar and goes to take pauses right before he puts it in his mouth and then puts it in there and does like a hard gulp and then looks Nyx right in the eyes and goes, delicious, just like Mama used to make.
Like when a parent tries to take the medicine to show the kid that it doesn't taste so bad. Oh,
Okay,
God.
yeah, okay. I'll have a taste. And he's just gonna. I think we're all doing con saves, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
He's gonna have
so.
a taste
If you're
as
gonna
well.
eat the chowder, make a con save.
Con is not my. Wait, actually, I think con is okay. Oh yeah, no, con is okay. Oh,
Oh no.
What is that?
Questionable.
What'd you roll?
13.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Anybody else
Mm,
eating the chowder?
I'm gonna lick the spoon. I'm gonna like make sure that there's only a little bit
After
on it.
yelling at other folks for licking things, that's your move.
Lick this. We can lick this, so I'm
We
gonna lick
can
the
lick
spoon.
this. Here's an example of things we can lick.
Do I also have to do a con save for
Yes,
licking
you
the
do.
spoon? Yeah, let's go.
What'd you get?
19.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Zawu?
Kinda pushes it back, takes some berries out of her bag,
Oh.
munches on those.
yeah, he just
Well-
kind of pushes his aside as well.
Well, Izao's just like, I'm gonna find out for myself, and he just grabs a spoonful and just kind of goes for
I'm
it.
surprised he wasn't the first person to do that, to be honest.
Right.
Perfect. Get me a con save, please.
Oh no.
9.
9?
Oh
Yep.
no.
Yeah, I think you're on the verge of keeping it down like everyone else, and then you cannot prevent it from coming back out.
Oh no.
And you take 1 point of poison damage.
Oh no!
Roll
First
initiative against Chowder.
damage.
Roll initiative against the chowder.
Chowder was our first enemy.
Where do you toss your what do they call it? Toss your
Cookies?
your
or-
cookies. That's what it is. Where do you
That
toss your
it? Yeah.
cookies?
Just back into the bowl.
Oh,
Okay.
And,
I
then I
think-
look at, and then I look at the shopkeep and I say, I don't know what just happened, but it did not feel good.
Well, perhaps you need to
Oh,
work
no.
on being made of stronger stuff because everyone else had no problem keeping it down. And with that, I think
Enjoy
he's
the process.
just gonna walk away and hide in the back room. He'll peek out every now and then and be like, "They're still here. Oh god."
Oh wow.
Elvira kind of like pushes the bowl away from her, even though like it didn't affect her the way that it affected the others. She's just like, I don't want to eat this, because she's concerned about food poisoning.
yeah.
And she kind of like leans back a bit in the bar stool and is just kind of like, okay, so what do we do?
Well, I'm guessing we have to wait a bit longer, right? Torga
Mhm.
doesn't seem like the talkative type, and I feel like they'll probably get in the way if we try and talk to Sethik.
Mhm.
So probably should wait until they close up and Sethik goes on his way. If it turns out he is this person we're looking for, we're gonna have to fight him. Is everyone up for that?
Yeah, I have daggers.
I can fight. I can help.
Isawa?
But
Izawa was just grinning.
It's ready.
Weird.
Hey.
Love that.
but this town
I know what my talents are.
does food, not
Yes.
human.
Yeah.
So
Right.
what will we catch him doing here? What might we find?
Maybe evidence that's keeping track of people who are going to be sacrificed. But you are
Mhm.
right. Like worst case scenario, we might have to go to next town that Torga's going to that might have like humanoid sacrifices there and catch him before the act. Hopefully, maybe definitely before the act would be probably best.
I will
Okay.
also say that we probably will need to prepare to fight the other guards, because once they realize that Sethik is dead, it will not be long before they come after us if we are staying here for a few days.
Well, maybe
mean-
we don't have to kill him. Maybe there is another way. Maybe.
I would definitely like another way, but the only other way I can think of is arresting them, and Helena quite clearly said ACAB. So
True.
No, I said ACAB.
We all
well,
know
she
what
did- she
Helene
did
was
also
saying.
say F.
Implied.
We
she
all know
said
what
she
Helene
said
was
no
saying.
authorities.
yeah, no authorities, but we all know that that's just fantasy talk for ACAB, you know. So
She said, "Heck the police."
so unless we want to imprison him ourselves,
Well, we can follow now. See what happens.
Okay, so y'all just sort of pass the time in the tavern playing with your food until
Mm-hmm.
you
Not
think
me.
that. Not you. What do you do? Is
I just kind of like take the bowl and just sit it off the table, like out of my sight.
okay.
Kind of like
I thought you like knocked it on the ground.
Oh my
Like a
god.
Like a cat.
just couldn't look at it anymore.
You just don't even want to look at it. I feel that. Maybe
That's
one more.
valid.
Maybe one more experiment though.
make one more.
Not with that
One more
bowl,
lick.
though.
One more lick.
Just
more
one
lick.
more lick. One more lick. Cool. Well, that time passes uneventfully. A couple other people come in and order chowder from Rourke, and they genuinely seem to have no issue getting it down. So they finish. They will if you're there for long enough, they'll finish it up and then head on their way.
Hey, do you want mine as well, or
No, I don't take food from strangers. You
Okay.
probably poisoned it or something.
Oh my god.
Trust me, it wasn't me. Trust me.
Great. Well, you have fun with that. Anything else? Cool. That time passes, and now the aurora is in the sky, signaling the end of Torga's day of selling their wares. And they started like packing up everything back onto the sleds, and the 4 guards and Torga are going off to like a shed off the road a little bit and locking everything up for the night. And Sethik has started wandering off from the group of them.
Should we all follow? I am used to stalking prey. I can go without being seen pretty well. Or should we all go?
Maybe you should lead, and
Yeah.
you will follow you.
I'm
Okay.
not too bad at keeping quiet, but you do
Same.
seem a bit light on your feet, the 2 of you.
Okay.
Not really my specialty, so I'll stay a little behind. But if things get loud, best believe I'm coming charging in.
Okay. So I will go in front. And go sneaky.
Okay. And your plan is just to follow Sethik, not do you want to like say anything or engage or just try and follow them?
My thought was to follow. Does anyone want to do anything different?
No, we can just follow for now. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
give me a stealth check, please.
Okay. God, mother.
Oh,
Another
no.
7. What is
Okay.
up with my rolls?
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
So you kind of catch Sethik is walking in the direction of where Polly's potions was, and you're sort of like sneaking on the road, darting between buildings, and he's a bit more perceptive than I think you thought he would be, and he stops in the middle of the road, and then he just says, "Hello?" The street is pretty empty because, again, it's freezing out here. So most people in all the 10 towns are inside as much as possible. So as far as you can tell, it's only you and Sethik on the road here.
Nori does that kind of like when a cat is just staring at something, not knowing
Mhm.
what to do.
Sethik turns around and is like, "You can come out."
Oof.
She like takes a breath and says, "Hi."
Oh,
Hello.
Walks up to him. She takes a minute to think. I saw that trick you did with your sword earlier. The ice. That was really cool.
Oh, yes. It seems you're a bit more perceptive than you are sneaky. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. Is it a special item or do you do magic?
Let's just say that it comes from within me.
Oh, cool. I can do some magic too, but I had got it from somewhere else.
I think at that, when you say that, he reaches out and grabs your paw and is like, "What is your name, sweet midwinter child?"
Noriti?
Noriti. That's beautiful. And then with his thumb, he kind of caresses the back of your hand and then lets it go and is like, "I think the 2 of us are perhaps more similar than you realize."
Really? How?
Well, I've been blessed by Auril, and it seems you have too. And he looks down at your paws in the snow without shoes on.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really get colds. I never have.
Do you know why that is?
No, I just have always been like that.
Well, I can tell you, it's because the goddess of winter wrath, Auril, she gifted that to you. She saw something in you and said, I must bless this child with my gift.
Sorry. Me?
That's right, Nori.
Wow. A goddess?
Silveira at this point is hearing this exchange and also walks up on it because she sees what's happening. Like she sees the manipulation that's going on at the moment. And she kind of just like clears her throat a little bit.
Sethik
Doesn't say anything,
yeah.
just like clears her throat.
Sethik looks you up and down and then just looks over to Nori and then goes, oh, you have a sister.
Oh, that is my friend. Silveira. Hi.
Hi, Nori.
Just friends? Just two midwinter children that keep company?
Oh, did the goddess bless her too?
Well,
If one would call her a
legs.
goddess.
He ruffles at that and is like, yes, we would.
Silveira doesn't say anything. She's just like standing there and looking at this exchange.
You dare to scorn Arl, who has gifted you with this ability?
I would have rather she gifted someone else.
Well, you're certainly not her only pick, so don't feel too special.
Oh, I don't. Believe me.
Well, good to meet you. What was the name? To Nori.
Noriti.
Noriti.
Or Nori.
A pleasure to meet you, and I think I'll be on my way.
Oh,
turns.
where are
Have a
you
good
staying?
evening.
Well, I stay wherever's free. The inn's been closed down, so it's a bit up for grabs.
Oh, I guess we need somewhere to stay too.
That's true.
Well,
If the inn is closed.
as you are blessed by Arl, you'll have no trouble finding any spot outside, or perhaps in a more unseemly place for regular folk.
Yeah, maybe we'll just come with you and stay where you stay.
I am a private person, so I don't know that I want to be sharing my space, and besides, I have plans before I...
We are all siblings, are we not? Blessed by the goddess.
Oh, and some children seem to be rather ungrateful, don't they?
It doesn't make the gift go away now, does it?
But it does make my respect go away.
Glad to know that I was not fishing for your respect at this point.
Great, then we're agreed. We will be on our way.
Oh, yes, so we're following you, correct?
No.
You have to show us where to stay.
I
No?
don't have to do anything.
It would be a nice thing to do.
And I imagine the
just
two of
think it
you
would
are
be nice.
perfectly capable. And he'll turn and
That is
start
true.
walking. Azawa and Nyx, are y'all doing anything?
Nyx was just hiding and just looking to Izawa will be like, is this time and place? Do I like come in now? I kind of
no.
mess up other time. Like, is this-
Asking
is
Azawu,
this-
the one who licks hand warmers.
Izawa was just kind of like honestly just zoned out in the corner, just rubbing his chest. Like,
Hey, are you okay?
yeah, I just think that what's that knucklehead chatter just like got me. I just
Oh.
No, it definitely took a toll on me as well. When we get back, I can make you much better. Knucklehead chowder, fresh as well. I don't think that was fresh trout.
I don't know if I want to try that ever again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's honestly after that experience, I'm not sure if I would want to either. But
I appreciate the offer though.
yeah, no problem. Should we join them or should we keep like following Sethik in the shadows, or should we just confront him? Because
I don't necessarily know if we should confront them. I did tell Silveira to give me the signal if things got out of hand, and I'm not gonna lie, she seems like the smartest person in this group, so I'm gonna trust her to let us know when
Thanks,
things
okay.
are going bad.
I appreciate that, but yeah, okay. I guess we'll sit back, but it looks like he's leaving.
Yeah, I mean,
Can I do a stealth check to follow?
You will have to give it at the moment because you are right behind him. So.
Oh no, no, I don't mean right
Oh.
at this very moment. I mean in general.
Yeah. Once you've parted ways, if you want to try and track him again, then you can.
Okay.
But as it is right now, you're both still in sight of each other, so he's definitely
Yeah.
aware you're still there.
We could let him get farther away and track where he goes.
Yeah.
Footsteps,
Mhm.
footprints.
If possible, Nyx will try and like still keep as in the shadows as possible, but like come back up as close to Nori and Silveira again, and just to like kind of like loud whisper like, "Hey, so did you figure anything out? How did it go?"
I think we walk back over. Yeah, he saw us, me, but we had a nice conversation. Apparently we are all very similar, the three of us.
Yes.
So that was cool.
Could you like expand on that? Explain a bit more,
No.
because he is a potential murderer, and being told that the people I'm following are like potential murderers.
The traits that we all share does not make us murderers. That's all you need to know at the moment.
Nori kind of looks at, oh, okay, yeah. Just doesn't say
Yeah.
anything else.
She Silveira just very gently lays her hand on Nori's shoulder and gives it a gentle squeeze to let her know that it's okay. Like that she's not upset. It's just that it's something that Silveira in her brain thinks is not safe to share.
Okay. Nori just doesn't say anything.
Okay. I mean, what's the plan now? Because I assumed it was to follow him, but at the very least, he knows that you two have been on his tail.
Yeah. Are either of you stealthy? Because if not, I will try and track as well.
I'm not terrible.
Do you want to lead?
Yeah, I'll take the lead.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just trying my best to follow. I mean, he probably leaves tracks behind as well in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just follow the tracks and stay as quiet as possible.
Awesome. Can you give me a stealth roll?
Yes, hopefully it's a good one. Oh, did that go through? Nope, it was not. It was not a good one.
Wow.
It was one better than
Wow.
Misha's. An 8.
An 8. Okay. Well, you do follow his footprints and you actually catch him behind Polly's potions. And he is walking up to the back door when he hears like the snow crunch under your feet and turns around and then rolls his eyes and is like, "Now what?"
Oh, hi. Do you know when Polly's store's gonna be open again?
Tomorrow.
What time?
I don't know. I don't work here.
But you're going into the back?
Unrelated business. Can I help you with something?
He goes, you know what? Yeah, sure. Have you heard about the murders happening?
Yeah.
Do you have any insight? Anything that can help me out? I was hoping maybe Polly would know something. You always go to the merchant or the sellers that they usually have info.
Something helpful like who did it?
Or if you have any suspicions, yeah.
Yeah, let me think. It was me.
Fuck.
Nick's kind of just turns and looks around like, I'm assuming that was a joke.
No, they were cowards. They were trying to escape what they owe to Arl. You can't do that. You can't escape your fate. And I
We
just made
hear
sure of
this
that.
Exchange from.
If you didn't follow right behind Drac, you don't.
Okay.
Sorry, behind Nyx.
Just kind of see that an exchange is taking place, maybe.
And they're behind the store, the poly potions right now, so.
Okay, well, sorry, I didn't expect you to just admit it.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. I did what was right. They're the ones who hecked up. They thought they could get out of it. Arl gets what Arl wants.
Okay, this is. I don't know why I expected you to. Okay, I'm really sorry, but I'm here to like. I guess at this point, kill you.
Kill me.
Yeah.
Okay. Kill me then.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull out his blunderbuss.
Yeah, all right. Let's roll for initiative. It's gonna take everyone else around to get there though.
Hi, hello.
Hi, hello.
I love that our first combat started with, okay.
Okay.
Amazing. I love it.
Jesus fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Are we all
Oh.
rolling initiative?
Yes, but it's gonna take y'all around to get there. So your first round, you won't get to act.
Okay.
My initiative was real bad.
What was it?
A 6.
6? Okay, I rolled a
Yeah.
12.
I'm 19.
Okay. Oh, let me actually. I can do this. I can do a turn order.
If you wanted to track in roll, like we'll have to have our tokens
Yeah.
on there. And
I
then we'll
think I
have to
can
select our
add it
token.
manually. Can I?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do it manually as well. Yeah.
I'll just write it down. I'm too slow with the technologies at this point.
That works.
Sorry, Misha, you were 19.
Mm-hmm.
What did everybody else have?
6.
I got 10.
Okay.
Oh my god!
What?
No.
2.13!
A 2's not good,
Oh.
Jude. I gotta tell you.
It was a
You
crit
know-
fail too.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Well,
But with
that
plus
doesn't really
one.
affect initiative, but
I know,
Yeah.
but still, it's fine.
Okay. And Drac, sorry, what was yours again?
I think it was 6.
6.
This is not boding well.
No, not a
I
good,
will say,
not a good
adventurers.
look.
Listen, Nix was very surprised. He did not expect.
I
him to be
also
like,
did
yeah,
not
I did it.
expect. You're like, I'm gonna kill you. Well,
Yeah, you could have maybe gotten around to surprise, but you just told him, so.
I love it.
You just straight up told him, so.
We're forthright.
Hey man, he admitted that he was a murderer. I want to be returned a favor, and be like,
He's
hey, I'm
not a
gonna murder
murderer.
you.
He's a deliverer of justice. So.
So,
perspective is important.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fair,
So
yeah.
Sethik is gonna see you go for your gun and move for first, and doesn't even need to unsheath a weapon because again clutches his fist like Nori saw earlier, and then a giant long sword made of ice just appears in his hand and shines in the under the light of the aurora, and they're gonna swing to hit you. What's your AC?
15.
Oh yeah, it's a 22. So
What?
they hit.
oh no.
Yeah, not a good
Oh
vibe.
no.
You know, we're starting off strong.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna start with TPK. Let's go.
Ooh.
I mean, or at least
Yeah,
my
how much
death, I don't
HP
know.
do you?
Oh no! What does that mean? I was 13.
Okay, you take 8 slashing damage
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I know
as
exactly
he
what I have to do now.
steps forward in like a a fencing style that you'd be familiar with because it's something you would have seen back where you have come from, and takes a slash at you with that sword. And he gets to attack twice.
Oh, well, I'm down there
So,
unless
no,
he
hold on,
misses.
He rolled a critical 1.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
So wait, what happens when an NPC rolls a critical 1? What happens?
I don't think there's anything like
Does it hurt
rules
them?
as a written. I think
creative.
it's up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, let's say he gets really cocky with that first swipe. Like he gets a good chunk out of you and you see the smirk like appear across his face. And he reaches back for another one and there's like a patch of ice hidden underneath the snow where the like back stoop of Polly's potions is. And he slips and falls prone
Oh, thank God.
at your feet. So it's your turn.
In that case, instead of taking out my gun, I'm gonna take out my saber, and slash down at him
Okay, roll to hit with advantage.
with advantage. Okay.
It's
Oh,
spelled
I'm
like
definitely using that advantage. How was that? Okay, 18 to hit
18 hits.
and
Nice.
11 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Nice.
God.
Nice.
That's spicy for level 1. Yeah. Damn. Hold on. I can't do math.
And for my,
Stand by. I can't do math.
and for my bonus action, he kind of like takes a deep breath and I'll use second wind to regain my HP because that was a brutal hit.
Yeah.
10 HP back.
Whoa. Nice.
a
Almost
nat-
Yo, let's
fully,
go.
I get-
fully
okay.
recovered. We love
Yeah.
that. That's just once per long rest.
Once per short rest.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Is
Wow.
that the end of your turn?
He I can still move.
Yeah.
And he's prone.
So you won't take
Yeah, I'm gonna-
attack of opportunity.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna back away. For my full 30 feet.
Okay, sure. So are you out in the street now, or are you like farther behind the building?
Where is everyone else? I think I'm gonna try and draw his attention away from where everyone else is
Mhm.
probably coming from. So I'm assuming that'd probably be like further back into the like behind the building.
Sure. It's probably more remote.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's great. And within the next round, I'll just say y'all can use your full movement and be back or be up on them, but you won't have any actions left. So does anybody want to do a bonus action when they get on the scene?
Well, could I get within 90 feet instead of taking my full movement, or are we just taking a whole round just to move up?
Yeah, let's just say a whole round because no one was there.
That's
So,
fine.
but
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get as close or as far away as you want. But I'm gonna just make sure you use the full movement.
Okay. Okay, then I'm good.
Yeah, I'll also use my turn to move forward.
Okay. Anybody else
Yeah,
want to do
sure.
anything different? All right. If that, we're gonna go back to the top of the round, and it is Sethik's turn. Or not? He's not the top round, but since y'all just showed up, and Sethik is going to get up from the prone position, which is going to take full action, and then he is going to glower at you. And you notice when he fell prone, the longsword disappeared from his hand, but as he stands back up and stares you down, he clutches it again, and he actually clutches both of his hands, and 2 ice daggers appear.
Let's go.
And then that's going to be the end of his turn. And so it'll be Drac, your turn.
Oh, okay. I guess we're dual wielding now, and he just like with his saber in one hand, he pulls his blunderbuss in the
He's
other
like,
one.
I can do that too.
And yeah, he always has it loaded at first because loading it takes a whole action. So he has it loaded at least first.
We
the
can
first
ignore
shot.
that. That
Okay.
seems like such a way to stutter gameplay. So,
Okay. In that case, yeah, he just aims it and fires at
all right, roll
at
to
the,
hit.
I think I'm gonna
At the what?
at the hand if he can, if that's a thing I can even do.
Yeah, sure. We'll see.
Good God, a 7. Nope. And oh no, and because of my blunderbuss, I have to roll a d20.
Yeah, it
So
should be
I have a
your
misfire.
dex plus your dex modifier, since it's a ranged finesse weapon.
Oh no, I rolled a nat 1. and with my blunderbuss, if I roll a number that's under my misfire range, I have to roll a d20 and
Ooh.
make yeah. I have to roll a d20, has to be above the equal to 8 plus the misfire score. And if I get below that, my blunderbuss is broken. I need to
Oh
fix
my
it.
god! Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, how did that
So-
shake out?
Well, let's see. I need to roll my d20.
Nyx is really not a smooth operator. Is it
Oh, no.
broken?
Yeah.
Broken.
I miss, and
So,
my blunderbuss just like.
And I think with a critical one, the way it breaks is it clogs and like explodes in your hand. So I think you just
Yeah.
also
Love
take
that.
a point of damage as well from that.
No.
Oh. Wow.
Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So a little bit annoyed, he kind of tosses his gun to the side and starts just flexes-
Silveira probably put like gum in it or something.
I didn't do anything.
He kind of gets very frustrated and growls, and his features start to elongate a little bit as he shifts into a more animal-like form.
Ooh.
And he takes on which I can do once per short rest as well.
As a
and
bonus
I get-
action.
Yeah, as a bonus action. And I get 4 temporary hit points.
Whoa. Okay. Juicy. Let's go. And that's
yeah.
your turn.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go to the top of the order now, and it is Nori's turn.
Okay, Nori will come up, and seeing that this man is holding ice daggers, trying to hurt her friend, she is going to do some hand motions, reach out, say some words in a language I don't think anyone here understands, and cast Entangle to lift up, grow up some weeds and vines sprouting from the ground.
Mhm.
It's a 20-foot square, so she would do it to where it gets Sethik,
Nyx
but
is out of
not-
range. He backed
Yeah,
up
I'm
30
pretty
feet.
close.
So.
Okay. And it is a strength saving throw of big old 12.
Okay. To like move out of them.
Right. Yeah.
So I wouldn't do the strength save until he tried to move out of him.
Well, hold on. A creature in the area when you cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants, and then that also becomes
Okay. Perfect.
difficult terrain as well.
He fails that save. And then let me just. Ooh, hello, Windows. Hi, how are you? You want to talk about it? And what are the effects of entangled?
He's restrained, is what he's.
Oh, sorry,
considered.
restrained. That's what I was trying to look at.
I think.
So that is his speed becomes 0, and he can't benefit from any bonuses to speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. This is great. And also has disadvantage on dex saves. Okay, so
Yay.
y'all see this happen. Do you want to describe it, Mish?
Oh yeah, I mean I do the hand motions, some words, and kind of like lift up my hand, and as I do, there are like beneath the snow a bunch of kind of like old brown vines and weeds come growing out and wrap all around Sethik and like locking his arms in around him, and then also in like 20 feet around him, all of these vines sprout up as well.
Beautiful. And I think when that happens, he lets out like a groan, and then his eyes flash even a brighter like white blue. And then is that your turn?
How close am I to him right now?
We'll say 30 feet. Yeah. So you're
30
not in the
feet.
entanglement zone.
Right. No, I'll stay where I am. So that's my. And Nyx isn't looking too hurt, right?
Yeah, no.
I mean,
good.
he's
got some
looking
scratches up.
silly.
Yeah.
Looking like a
pride
real
is hurt.
dork.
His pride is hurt, but physically he's okay.
Okay, well then that will be my turn.
Okay. We've got up next J-Rock.
All right. I have a question before I proceed.
Mm-hmm.
So even though the spell has already happened, if I step into it now, will I suddenly be entangled as well?
You will have to make a strength saving throw. So if you pass it,
No, I think it's just difficult terrain for anyone who walks
okay.
through it. When the
Okay.
spell is cast, it's death
okay,
saving
then
throw.
yeah, you'll move at half speed is what that means. Thank you, Mish.
Yeah.
All right. So I think this is the part where I mentioned that I had a battle axe, right?
I don't know that you mentioned that yet. So you move the 30 feet to Sethik.
Yes, I moved the 30 feet to Sethik with the battle axe drawn, ready to strike.
All right, roll to attack.
How do I do that?
You can click your weapon and that should roll it automatically. Or you can just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Here we go. 13?
Oh my god, barely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Where's that again?
It should also be on the weapon.
Okay, this one.
Oh, it might have automatically rolled your damage. But we'll take that. We'll take that intentional roll there. So that's 9 damage. Y'all are getting some hits in for level 1.
Oh.
All right. So do you want to describe how you whack him?
All right. So I'm kind of like, I see an opportunity as he's not moving. So I just draw my axe and I kind of try to run for him, not realizing how much is going to slow me down stepping in the vines myself.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, I'm already committed. So I'm just like moving kind of slowly, just trying to gather myself and try to finish the job. But as I get to him, I'm a little weary because I was not expecting this. So I couldn't get as much aim and strength behind my swing as I wanted to.
Gotcha. I don't know. 9's pretty hefty. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action or anything? Free action?
No.
All right. Drac, we're back to you.
Ooh, well, now that I'm shifted, I'm gonna go right up to his face.
Mhm.
And as I'm moving, just slash him across the chest with my saber again.
Okay.
Cause I'm a little bit frustrated. That's my good gun. I need to
So
fix that now.
the tangles is going to, you're 30 feet away.
Yes.
So once you'll get 10 feet closer, but then there's 20 feet left of vines. So how close can you get?
Yeah,
So
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I didn't go, so I don't know if I was supposed to go or not.
You're after Drac.
Okay.
Because everybody lost a turn since you had to get there. So
Oh, I see.
and then
I'm
you
sorry.
rolled like
Proceed.
crap. So
I did. Correct.
but yes, you're next.
Okay. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so now that I'm shifted, my movement is actually 40 feet now.
Oh,
Again,
perfect. I
extra
think
10
you
feet
make
as-
it then. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Do a little
See, I get
bounce
right
at
up
the end.
to-
Do a little jump out of the vines.
Yeah,
You can
just a
make
little-
it.
just leaps into it. And just slashes down at them with his saber.
All
and,
right. Ooh, that hurts.
Ooh.
Wait, is
Spicy.
that
I'm gonna
Easy.
try. I saw advantage, so I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna fish for that nat 20. Just
Yeah, do it.
Oh nah, it didn't. But
beautiful.
9 slashing damage.
Perfect. Yeah, and
It
you
was
abs-
24 to hit for those watching at home.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 24 to hit, and his armor class is half that. So I think maybe it happened. Awesome. So yeah, that hits. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, but I think as he hits, it's just he's kind of almost mimics the style of Sethik, the way Sethik slashed him just a moment ago.
The
Just
old
showing,
Luskin Skidoo.
the old Luskin Skidoo, yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Jude, it is your turn now.
I have a question.
Mhm.
So I have sleep, but in the description it just says creatures. Does that not apply to humanoids?
We're gonna count it.
I
think
think
it
a
does,
creature
I
is
think it
just
does.
any
Okay.
Any living thing.
alive.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, great.
Cool.
I would like to cast sleep.
And what does that do?
Okay, so sleep sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected. And then it just says each creature is affected and they fall unconscious until the spell ends.
Yeah, if the 5d8 is more than how much hit points they have, they just fall asleep, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll 5d8 for me.
How do I do that?
If you are in Roll20, you can click the it's like a d20 icon at the very bottom of the toolbar, and then you can click
I see.
d8 and then click 5 on that little chart.
It's 5d8, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what it says on the thing I'm looking
Yes.
at.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, I'm rolling
18.
like crap.
And it
18's
has to be
pretty-
more than their HP.
The current HP, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you cast that, and it looks for a second that Sethik is like fighting off sleep, like when a puppy needs to go to bedtime. But pretty quickly he snaps out of it, and then like glowers over at you, and is like, "You think me so weak, midwinter
From within
child."
these tangles of vines that he's in.
At least he's not asleep.
Right.
So yeah, his he has too much HP for that to have
Okay.
affected him. So, do you want to do anything else with your turn, Jude?
What can I do?
If you have something on your sheet that indicates like a bonus action, or like free actions are talking or using like a basic item or something like that,
What would indicate a bonus action?
it would say bonus action.
Oh, okay.
It would either say like 1BA or bonus action under like the time it takes to cast or
Mhm.
do the thing.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Do you want, and you didn't move, I don't think. So do you want to do any movement?
I'll just move forward a little bit.
Okay.
Just,
So like the edge of the vines, kind of.
Yeah, the edge of the
Cool.
vines.
So you're about 20 feet from Sethik now.
Okay.
All right. Now we're at the top of the order to Misha.
Oh, well. I see he is entangled. I will stay where I am and I will take my sling off of my belt and put a rock in it and hurl it at him.
Damn. Okay. Roll to hit.
Yeah.
Get him right in the eye.
Whoa.
Advantage, right?
Let's
Nat
go! 20.
Wow.
Oh my
With
god.
my
Okay.
sling.
With your
First-
slingshot.
First crit fail, first crit success of the game.
Okay,
No.
so you will go ahead and
Adam.
roll damage twice. Please and thank you.
I think it automatically did the. Does Roll20 automatically do the crit hit?
Oh,
It should, yeah.
sometimes.
If you hover
I
over
think.
the damage, it says
1d4.
Yeah, it did. He rolled a d4 twice. Yeah.
It did. Okay, so that's a 9 total.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Crit hit, 9 damage. Let's go.
Yo,
you
let's
just,
go,
you just
Misha.
smack Sethik. Like, I think Sethik is concentrated on Silveira and is like, "Oh, you thought?" And and that's when you smack him right in the eye with a rock, and he's like, "Oh, shucks!
Yeah.
Ah, shucks!"
that.
Oh, gee whiz.
Oh, gee willikers, my cute little eyeball, my handsome face.
Wow.
Anything else for your turn, Mish?
No, Nori's just gonna stand there looking very proud of herself.
Perfect.
Nice one, Nori.
Jay, your
Good job,
turn.
Nori.
Thank you. She looks very pleased.
Your turn, Jay.
My turn. So seeing the opportunity of him distracted and completely forgetting that there's a guy standing right next to him with the battle axe, I pick it up and go for it again.
Okay,
Yo, let's go.
swing to hit. You can roll with advantage since he's still entangled.
How?
Just roll your attack twice.
Okay.
And then one more
Okay.
time. Okay, yeah, I would take that 22. And I think it automatically rolled the damage for you as well. So that's going to be 10 damage to Sethik, who is definitely looking a little worse for wear at this point, and is hunched over slightly. as he glowers back at you after your attack on him. Anything else you do with your turn?
I take a step back. I try to step back a little bit to
Okay.
brace myself just in case he tries something.
How far are you gonna get back?
How far can I go back?
If you're in the weeds and your movement is 30, then you can move 15 feet.
15 feet.
Okay, cool. You're almost at the edge of the square of vines. All right, then it is my turn, aka Sethik's turn. Can he roll to get out of the spell?
Yeah, he can do a strength check. Just has to beat.
Has to be 12?
12.
Oh my god. Okay, well it doesn't. What the hell?
I couldn't tell if that was a good or bad. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
No, I
Do you,
want to
like,
kill
burst
you.
out?
I want to kill you. So he goes to like free himself from the vines and cannot do it. I imagine it takes a full action for him to do that. So
It does.
so he's just stuck there,
He's vibing.
and it's Drax's turn.
I mean, he could. Nyx kind of looks at the tangled web, like vines is holding onto Sethik, and just kind of looks at Nori and is like, "This is some. That was really good. I don't think he's gonna escape." And as he's talking, just slashes at.
I'm right
Slashes
here.
at
Okay, roll the hit.
I have advantage because it's still.
Yeah.
22. Okay,
Nice.
You definitely hit. Roll that damage.
cool. 9 damage again.
Oh my god, what is happening? Okay.
Slash at
You
him.
deftly slash at a target that can't move. So proud of you. Anything else with your turn?
No, nothing else. I still don't want to.
This is not going how I thought it was going to go. I was really set up for a TPK with how Drac was rolling at the start.
Yeah.
It's all
Okay.
part of Nyx's plan. He knew this was gonna happen. He knew it was gonna go well.
Sylvira, your turn.
I cast something by accident. I was trying to click on something.
That's all right.
Well, I would like to try and cast Mind Sliver. You
Okay.
can take the one that I put in chat. I haven't seen what the number is.
No, just roll with intention. It's fine.
Okay. So basically Mind Sliver like creates disorienting psychic energy
Mm-hmm.
into someone's mind.
Mhm.
And if they don't succeed on an intelligence saving throw, they take 1d6 psychic damage. And
Okay.
subtract 1d4 from their next saving throw.
Okay. Oh my god.
So I'm going to roll 5. I got 3.
Yeah, and I don't think it wouldn't work for spells like using advantage in that way.
I don't
No,
think
so were you okay?
Good.
drinking water and talking at the same time is not advised.
So your roll doesn't really determine if it hits or not. It's the save that I do. I think my intelligence save.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and Sethik rolled a 17, so he does resist. He does resist your psychic intentions.
I'm just gonna stop doing magic.
And again, it's that other thing where he's like, "What the hell?" Like, God, to be so scorned by a fellow midwinter child. This is disgusting. And with that, it's Misha's turn again.
Okay. I am. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit with my sling again, but I would like to do non-lethal damage, so to just like, if I happen to do enough HP, I just want him to fall unconscious, not die. Oh wait, it's advantage. 19.
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
It's a
in the
cute
middle of
scarf you
bludgeoning.
have, Sylvira.
He doesn't
Alright.
understand that we are in the middle of something.
He is still up.
Okay.
Jay, you're muted.
Yeah, I realized I was muted. Still seeing him standing up, I'm just kind of like, I guess, in awe that this dude is taking this kind of beating.
You're mincing this man. Unfair.
So with him still being entangled and still being distracted, do I have enough to go for it again with the 15 feet? And
It depends on what the reach with your great axe is, but I imagine it's only like 5 to 10 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah, so you'd have to move back in, but you have the movement to do that if you want.
Yeah, all right. I'll move back in
Or throw the axe at him, I guess.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, you can if you want.
What?
But if I miss, do I lose it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, not permanently, but you'd have to spend an action going and getting it. And it would count as an improvised weapon since your great axe is not meant to be thrown, so it would do less damage.
No, we'll just charge in.
Okay.
Go be a good boy somewhere else.
And I just click the attack button on the axe again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That hits, and that's another 8 damage to our boy
Let's
Sethik.
go.
He is looking messed up right now. After that last hit from Azawu, he is like fully bent over, and he's managed to have one dagger still up, but he's like heaving and leaning down on his other knee and sort of glowering at you from strands of hair that have come loose from his ponytail as he's taken the beating, and he just glares up with those crazy bright eyes. And then it's his turn, and you know what? I think Azawu's close enough. He doesn't really need to become unrestrained. He's seeing that as a lost cause. So I think he's just going to try and hit Azawu with the daggers. And I've got an 18. Does that hit? Jay?
Where do I check that at?
It would be your AC.
Yeah. The armor class would be up top.
My
I
armor class
think.
is 13. So.
Okay, so both of those hit. And they're
no.
going to be a D4 each. Oh God, how did I roll the minimum? I hate my life. So that's 8 damage, 8 piercing damage, to you, Zawa.
All right, that leaves me with, I had 14 total, and I lost 1 from the poison earlier, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What do you
yeah,
got
did
right
roll
now?
at disadvantage to attack?
Oh my God, he didn't. Misha, I hate you.
It was chat actually that pointed it out.
Okay,
I
one
forgot.
only one hits. Chat. Only one hits. So just take 4 damage. But then you're also going to take an additional 5 cold damage.
Oh.
All right. All right, so, okay, that puts me down to what, 4 HP?
You tell me.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think so.
Yep.
You got the
Okay.
other dagger back out. That's right. So yeah. Anything else with my turn? That's it. Let's move on to Drac.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep wailing on
Oh,
him.
wait. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Oh my gosh. Okay. So never mind. No, I missed it. Never mind. Go ahead. Missed my opportunity. Dang it. I'm gonna
He's
get
gonna
better at
slash
killing
into
all
him.
of you, I promise.
Oh god. He's gonna keep wailing into this guy. Especially after seeing that attack with the sword, actually seeing it in action, it seemed like it took a bit more than just the initial damage on Zawu. So yeah.
For some reason that hits.
Wait, just making sure. Yeah, no.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh damn, it's so close to a nat
Roll
20. Okay.
damage.
That was very close.
6 slashing damage.
All right. Are you going for the kill or are you going for a non-lethal?
I mean, I did tell him that I'm here to kill him.
That's fair.
You did.
I have to keep my promise.
You did do that.
All right.
Do
Do you want to describe it, Drac?
You know what? No, I'm not gonna go in for the kill.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna what I'm
what you
gonna
want.
do is I'm gonna slash at
He did admit to at least 3 murders, so
that is true.
So, it's kind of deserved. Low key.
Do whatever Nyx would do.
he showed 0 remorse.
Yeah.
He seems kind of proud of it.
Oh god damn it. Can I cut his hands off?
No, I mean,
No. Okay. No.
not like this.
One hand,
not with
please?
your turn. No.
Maybe
Okay.
later.
I'm gonna knock him out. I think I'm gonna swing at him as if I'm gonna slash and just use the hilt of my blade to just knock him on the side of the head.
Wow. Okay. Well, he he sees that coming and his bright white blue eyes go wide. And then he's struck, and immediately the light fades from them, and he passes out into the snow. His face like half buried in a drift. And you have defeated, in some way or another, Sethik.
Let's
GGs.
Let's go. Level 1. We did it.
Does anybody do anything in this moment as we get out of initiative?
Yeah. I
go ahead.
immediately turn to Nyx and say, wow, this dude just tried to kill both of us and you show him mercy?
Wow.
I don't want to kill if I can avoid it.
Tell that to this wound.
I got hit too. I got hit pretty badly as well.
Well, we
Wait.
do need to have proof, right?
Yes.
So maybe we bring him back?
Yeah.
I don't.
9 hours?
I mean,
I
we can
have
tie him
rope.
up. We can drag him.
We can figure it out. He's out for now.
We gotta gag him first.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna get. I think I have rope in my equipment, so I'll just get a rope and like tie him up.
Oh, don't worry. Isaiah's got plenty of rope in his sack.
I don't like the way you use it.
All right, so y'all are deciding to tie Sethik up, and I think as you all sort of descend on him to make that happen, our camera pulls out, and then we get a wider image of Caer Denival as it glimmers very softly under the aurora, and the camera goes back even further to see the aurora waving peacefully as these sort of specks in the universe go about their business in the town below. And that is the end of our session 1. So thank you so much, y'all, for joining us. Let us go around the horn real quick, and everybody say who you are and where folks can find you and plug anything you've got going on. Let's go in reverse order. So Jay, what you got for us?
Hi, I'm J Rock the God, and you can find me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JRockTheGod, or just like talking random nonsense on Twitter by the same handle. At the moment, more stuff soon, but as of right now, that's where I am.
Perfect. And Drac?
Hi, I'm Draconics, or Drac for short. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. The normal spelling of it was taken, so I had to get creative. You can find me here every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can also find me over on Rule of Law on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern in a Cypher System campaign called Infinite Horizon. Every other Thursday, you can find me over on Scripted Bars channel in another D&D campaign called Heroes of Eastera. You can hear my voice in an actual play podcast called Super Idols RPG, where I play a magical idol boy, which is like Sailor Moon plus pop idols mixed together. It's great. It's a lot of fun. I'm probably going to be in more things. I'm definitely forgetting some stuff. So just follow me on Twitter, and I'll probably tweet about it and retweet stuff and like all that
Perfect.
jazz. But yeah, that's pretty much me.
Thank you. Jude?
Hi, hello. You can find me online at Mermaid Queen Jude on everywhere except Twitter, because Twitter's a hater. On Twitter, you can find me at Mer Queen Jude. I stream variety on Twitch. I do a lot of DBD, a lot of Among Us, and a lot of thirsting over indie game characters. So, yeah.
That sounds about right, yeah. Mish?
You can find me at Misha Crossing pretty much everywhere. I stream normally Thursdays through Sundays, and then now here, Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I stream a lot of Nintendo and story-driven adventure games, and big focus on just cozy, inclusive, queer, positive community.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm Vanna. I've been your GM tonight, and I stream full time here on Twitch. You can catch me here, twitch.tv/Vanna, multiple days a week. And you can also catch me doing more tabletop RPG stuff over at twitch.tv/SavingThrowShow. But yeah, best way to keep up with me is to follow me on Twitter, because I also, like Drac, pop up all sorts of places doing all sorts of things. So follow me over there. And yeah, thank y'all so much for joining us today. This is episode 1 from Dusk Till Dark. And we've got another episode coming back for you next Tuesday. Same bat place, same bat channel, 3 p.m. ET right here. So we hope you join us for that. Again, if you want to become a patron, I'll be putting up GM diaries up there about the sessions, and they'll eventually go up on my YouTube as well. So check that out. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for playing. That was so fun. I hope you had a good time.
Thank you. You did amazing.
You did amazing.
It was
love
great.
in the chat for Vanna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we
Put
hype and love and chat for Vanna,
on,
please?
like,
All the love for Vanna.
a whim
Yeah.
and
Vanna
then
did
put
all
it
the
all
work.
together perfectly.
Vanna did so much work.
Can we get some Rama hisses in the chat?
So good.
Thank
No,
you so
only
much.
Rama V.
Thank
No,
you.
Rama
no.
hype.
Rama
Only
V,
Rama hype
love,
and Rama
hug.
hype.
Rama hiss. Perfect.
No.
And yeah, thank y'all so much.
Invert, stop that.
If you
Here, no
have
hissing.
if you have any clips, feel free to share them on socials and tag us. You can use the hashtag From Dusk Till Dark. We're trying to keep everything there. So if you share any fan art or any clips or anything like that, any comments, responses to the show, you can use that hashtag and we can find you real easy. So yeah, thank y'all so much. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you next time, all right? Okay, bye.
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 Bye.